camping and, they have enough space. And then dancers from the forest area are very limited in movement, like Adoa, and they insist more on grace than on vigor, And so let me thank the dance ensemble for that beautiful performance. I'm happy to be with you. Indeed, I had to travel miles to get here, from Doha to Abidjan, and arrived yesterday evening just to be on time for this all-important conference. And after the minister spoke, I did realize that it's true. I've attended more health-related events than any other sector. It shows how important healthcare is, in terms of the welfare of our people. I've been having a few thoughts. When I was vice president and under my boss, Professor John Evans Atam, also of blessed memory, we realized that a lot of the diagnostics equipment in most of our healthcare facilities were non-functional. And so we decided to do a major retooling of all our hospitals. And so we installed MRI machines, CT scan machines, X-ray machines, re-equipped our laboratories. I mean, it was a major retooling exercise. It cost us in excess of $250 million. And of course, our assumption was that we had brought our healthcare back up to scratch. I'm saying this because I realized that PPPs are not optional anymore. They are a must. And I'll tell you why. Several years later, I reincarnate as the president again. I was sworn in January. And we launched the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, which is called Mugabe Maase. And just 2 weeks ago, the board and leadership of Mugabe Maase came to brief me on the operationalization of the fund. Finance Minister was very generous. He allocated to the fund 2.1 billion cedis, and that is over $200 million. Because we realized that our major cause of morbidity today is non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases account for more than 45% of Ghana's morbidity. And because of our changing lifestyle, cancers, cardiac incidents, high blood pressure, diabetes, liver failures, kidney failures have become very common. And so they came to meet me and said, I mean, we have the money to start, to pay claims and, enroll people on the program. But Mr. President, there's a major problem. Yes, what's the problem? There are no diagnostics equipment. MRIs are broken down, CT scans are broken down. There's limited cancer treatment outside Accra and Kumasi, which are our two major cities. And so it's not about the availability of the money to help to pay the high cost of treatment, but even the equipment, both to diagnose and treat, are in limited supply. Indeed, there's an example of one particular hospital which we built 9 years ago. I came back as president to find that not one single of their equipment is working. No CT scan is not working. If they have to do a CT scan, they have to put you in an ambulance, take you to a private facility, do the CT scan and bring the report back. If they have to do an MRI, they have to take you out and do it and bring you back. I mean, all the advanced equipment we put in that, model of a hospital are all broken down. And so, obviously, it shows that the private sector is better at delivering and maintaining those services than the government sector. And so we spoke with the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, and I said, it's not acceptable that you live or die depending on which part of Ghana you live in. If you live in the north and you have a cancer, you either have to move your whole family physically and come and live in Accra or Kumasi to be able to get cancer treatment. If you live in some part of the country and you have to do dialysis, and I have the example of one of my assemblymen who died. He was an assemblyman when I was member of parliament, and he had to do dialysis twice a week. He had to move his family, rent a place in Kumasi to be able to do the dialysis, twice a week. Eventually, by the time he died, he left his family impoverished. He sold his house, he sold his car, he sold all his property and died. And he left his family very impoverished. And so it's a big challenge we face, and it behoves on us as leaders to ensure that we spread medical care so that wherever you are geographically in our countries, you can be sure that you get a certain standard of quality care. And we can only do that if we combine forces with the private sector. And so what I told the Mugabe Maase, the Medical Trust Fund is otherwise called Mugabe Maase, named after me. So what I told them was, look, we're going to put money into diagnostics and treatment facilities, but we'll only do it if we do it in conjunction with the private sector. We're not going to repeat the mistake we made and we're not going to repeat the mistake we made and put all those expensive equipment in government hospitals only to come back 5, 6, 7 years later and all that equipment is not working. And so the private sector, this is the opportunity to partner with government to make sure that we have universal health care in Ghana. But I think that Ghana faces similar problems like many of our other African countries. And so this is an example from our country, but I think that it applies in many other areas. It's normal for me to do something like that. After that, I have a speech that I'll inflict on you. Mercifully, it's short. Mercifully, the speech is short, and so I'll be out of your faces in a short while. And so on behalf of the government and people of the Republic of Ghana, I am honored to welcome you to Accra, a city of ideas and courage and a meeting point for continental renewal. Today we gather for the second edition of the WHX Leaders Africa Summit under the resonant theme, Catalyzing Africa's Health Revolution through Investment, Innovation, Impact and Infrastructure. This summit is not merely an event on our calendar. It is a defining continental moment, a moment when Africa asserts its rightful place in the global health architecture, and when we recommit ourselves to building a future in which our own agency shapes our health security, scientific leadership, and health economies. We meet at a time of profound global shifts. Health systems are being redesigned, supply chains are being rewired, and new geopolitical realities are forcing every region to rethink the issue of resilience. These transformations present both a challenge and an opportunity. But the truth is simple. Africa cannot afford to be a bystander. Africa must be a participant. Across our continent, a new generation of innovators and entrepreneurs is emerging. We see advances in biotechnology, digital health, vaccine research, and medical manufacturing. We see the massive potential of the African Continental Free Trade Area, the world's largest free trade area by population, opening a new frontier for health markets and industrial expansion. Yet our vulnerabilities remain visible. We have persistence and inequities, fragile supply chains, limited manufacturing capacity, and insufficient investment in primary health care and emergency preparedness. COVID-19 exposed these weaknesses dramatically, reminding us that in moments of global crisis, Africa often is the last to receive support. Those experiences taught us a hard lesson, that no continent is safe until every continent is safe. But they also illuminated Africa's path towards, they also eliminated Africa's path forward, a path that is defined by health sovereignty, not in isolation, but in partnership that respects African priorities, African leadership, and African expertise. Health sovereignty means aligning global assistance with country-led strategies, empowering the Africa CDC, AMA, and regional regulators, building capacity to manufacture vaccines, medicines, diagnostics, and health technologies on African soil, strengthening surveillance and early warning systems and emergency preparedness, investing in Africa's health workforce, the backbone of our systems. These priorities align squarely with Agenda 2063, the Africa CDC, New Public Health Order, and global commitments under SDG 3. Our task now is to move from ambition to execution. Ghana is proud to contribute to this continental transformation through 3 interconnected initiatives. And the first one is the Ghana Medical Trust Fund I was talking to you about. The Ghana Medical Trust Fund program is our flagship national mechanism for sustainably financing specialized and high-cost medical treatment, including cancers, dialysis, advanced surgeries, and chronic disease management. Too many families have suffered financial devastation from these diseases. Mahama Care seeks to break that cycle. It positions Ghana as a regional hub for specialized care, advanced research, and cutting-edge innovation. To complement this, we also, that is the second initiative, will implement a universal free primary health care program, ensuring that cost never prevents any Ghanaian from receiving essential care. This initiative strengthens community health systems, expands digital health services, and shifts our health model decisively towards prevention, early detection, and community-driven care. And the next is retooling and modernizing health facilities. Our ambition requires a strong modern infrastructure base. We're committed to, under a PPP, retooling our health facilities, and this includes with modern imaging and diagnostic systems, upgraded laboratories, strengthened dialysis services, biomedical engineering reforms, and resilient smart supply chains. Crucially, Ghana is inviting private sector partners, and this is what I was talking about, into strategic PPPs to expand diagnostic imaging, laboratory network, and specialized services nationwide. These 3 pillars are not isolated programs. They form the backbone of Ghana's health transformation agenda and our contribution to the broader African sovereign health ecosystem. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Africa seeks a new paradigm of partnership, one that is defined not by dependency, but by co-investment, innovation, and shared values. So we call on vaccine manufacturers to partner with us to build African vaccine production hubs. We call on pharmaceutical companies to expand into biologics, generics, and essential medicine manufacturing in Africa. Diagnostics, innovators, biotech firms, and medical device producers to establish assembly plants, R&D centers, and fabrication facilities here in Africa. And DFIs, private equity firms, venture capital, and philanthropies to co-finance Africa's health industrialization. The conditions have never been more favorable. The African Continental Free Trade Area offers a unified market of about 1.3 billion. A growing innovation ecosystem is ready for acceleration. The African Medicines Agency is strengthening regulatory harmony. And most importantly, political will across the continent is very strong and aligned. And so the table is set. The opportunity is enormous, and the moment is now. To our doctors, nurses, midwives, pharmacists, scientists, allied health professionals, and community health workers, this new era is yours. Your dedication, resilience, and brilliance sustain our nation. And to our young African innovators, our AI developers, medtech creators, and digital health entrepreneurs, the future of African healthcare will be shaped by your imagination and your ingenuity. We're building this new health order with you and for you. A healthier Africa will be a more prosperous Africa. A more resilient Africa will strengthen global security, not hurt it. A more innovative Africa will enrich the global health ecosystem. We have the vision, we have the talent, we have the determination. What remains is to forge the partnerships that believe, as we do, that Africa's rise is integral to global progress, and that Africa is not in contest with anyone. And so let this summit be remembered not for discussions, but for commitments that come out of it. Not for intentions, but for investments. Not for aspirations, but for implementation. Let the partnerships that are birthed here be bold and think out of the box. Let the agreements reached here be transformative. And let our decisions echo through generations and generations to come. And so it's with pride and optimism, and it's my honor and privilege to declare the WHX Leaders Africa 2025 Summit officially open.
As a party, Ibuya, wow, MPP party, President Kufu MPP. Okay.
There have been Mr. COVID. That there be a buy no camera. I feel, I can't afford to manage COVID.
Okay.
But I know actually, and I never be custom to us and I'm a boy. So it is a bond market issues not by it is a cathedral. So it's a kukuru no near the end of the
now, what can I say in Sika?
I consult me.
Okay, but the
cabinet, no answer going to be this.
But what you say about Sika cathedral? Now, when I say I did here now,
the patch of one UTS and the music, I'm privately no more.
Okay,
I'm going to work as a government and as a day. But so, to me, see, but we as a public resources no more.
Okay,
and Kobubu Bangos as judges near the team. But we are some audience intimacy.
And I didn't do.
And I be bits of PDS, this were combined.
Okay.
Until I be brave. But Mr. Macamima Sabio Marita, my Cocramity, Nameshe. Until Sir Nadia Bakuswa, I say, Usha say 2016 landslide near the winning side election. Never power. Now, 2020 election, no tensions in the Yamabiaba, and I feel about hang parliament here, NDC battery. It took just one vote, one seat in parliament to distinguish the president in majority, but now a reduced majority. Then 4 years later, last year election, anyway, not just a Ghana. Electorate, you cannot take
them for granted.
It for granted.
Live on TV SYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics in the different studio 37 Abibese Street, the heart of Accra, Usu, Eritrea in all the 16 regions across the country. Yoko Western Regional Capital, Takrade Sharp 106.9 FM, Ziama Elembele West and 100.3 FM. Honorable Kofi Amabua, ne constituency Chacha Arifonia Tiofo in Hasani, Yakobuno region 90.9 FM, on so consumer FM on Crown Quanta for regional capital goes on Nanum 92.5 FM and Aduno FM so ewo sound Korea. Bono region 90.9 FM or a year in Sokon and Suma FM ewo Nkra on Quanta Central Regional Capital Cape Coast Adon Sound Kremo ewo Kotokraba Markets Ansona Rich FM and so ewo Asin Fusu Yefu anafe yanko esimu epoye mantemo apa is region ball garden patam fu nyina ye chiachiamo yedu Zebila Zeps FM Kremo or Pusiga ye wing pansampa Wende FM anabako ye source 100.1 FM Wapa West Regional Capital wafo ye chacha mo ene ewie mo amu jirapa ene patamu nyina nandomfo mo wote sen ewo Upper West Region wa hinkru kudwe mo no eyade se unianum FIWFM Yankonfota Regional Capital who Global 105.1 FM Ekremo Uti Region you want 9.7 FM Oketekrati KFM or Pasana Buem FM ewo Jase Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kumboli in the Savannah Region Nkiligi FM Ekremo den so ena yeda nini yako tamalia ewonso no Kesmi FM so no almost 107.9 almost Ekremo ewo Tamale, the Northern Regional Capital, Enye Asem Keto, Facebook Live Power 979 TV SYZ Ghana, Samson on YouTube, SYZ Broadcast, and yet the original land in GFM Radio and Fire Life Radio, America Memo, Virginia, 68 FM, almost Ekremoha, almost Media and live, and a Tuesday, the 9th of December 2025, 9 summer, Ebobo, free, the new Patriotic Party, woman. Asuye no bobo eba no hu nsem no san eni city ye boye ni ede ni ekire pandan so a ho so no abato ya rewra no hu nsem no san eni city ensem ben ena minority omo parliament omo so ede atu edwa anodon pre ono ne nsem no sabrate na omu ade no mrase bedwa ni de ma ensem omo do omu ade kura that small boy omu hwe ensem ben wade atu dwa mo beta hu nsem from the minority side. General Secretary the Madi New Patriotic Party lawyer Justin Kodia on also Edin Simbi Atudja and Sambai and what they Atudja for Pandai Abatwa Bebasono and who is 70 say and Ram Resebe free clerk at the Carter the Command Electoral Commission and who is Seminole send the city in Pandai Abatwa who ye dinin mu enchirimu ede ebro ewo TV SYZ and Power 97.9 FM and affiliate stations here share with Yasia Fanya baby ya fast da kesama ya na boafo etechi a ye di dwumedi ede ebro Divine Hope Herbal Center wo mu na de wo twa herbal powder ede abre Dr. Nyame Adum Fiada wo be wo fiduemwa ne di eye Divine Hope Herbal Center wo twa herbal powder na ebu adwuma papa capacity papa Safari Valley Eco Resort wo mu di wo mu hu ne fo ne kire wo de wo yin esen region Christmas ebe enije na ho ne yekoje no esna twa mineral water su papa edi bronyan Victory Garlic Mesa no so no fi Dr. Mwakwa so ye es natural mineral water no nsuo na kopebi no ma me why power specialist about hospital ma me edu ya brunya mu wo seja bejiwa ya resa Moses Clinic and Herbal Center omusu ikuremu na Hebron Hills International School dimako nyina dawro me techi ya yedi jumedi ede to abobo anu be bia wo bia ewo mantama wodo edu ensia no ewo eye oman Ghana ha na aseda kese enkoma obi bia sabe wajibre na otine fidi hu a wono so eba behwe eye jumedi ye maame eye Fosina Nelson mami be bia wo bia ntia kese enkoma woni abusua ni nyina asanso ne maame Anita di soso emije se apom bibia bokoye maame eye Joyzana Mahama woso ye chiacha o emaku ya mo ewo NDC mo bɔ mo ho modden ye maame mo 31st free mo amote ase a mode eya adwenkyerɛ de boa eye NDC amonyeko no nyame asomdwe enka mo nyina Dr. Louisa Hanabisu National Women Organizer of the NDC we need 2 deputies Abigail Omakwambia Mensa ono ye Maslok eye CEO Sanso Energy Fatiga mo nyina ye chacha mo ene ewie mago bibia bɔkɔ de megire sɛ bibia ededa nakwam ɛwɔ so waso ye ho mokaso emmo adwuma enhyɛ sasalasi John Dramani Mahama edmonyam sanse sefa no meka sɛ bibia bɔkɔ yenua eye Eric wo su ye ya nyane tie sɛ nura wo hwe eye wunua eye ba wo hefa America memo oh so sad nti Eric baby a wo bi ancha kese nkoma woni eye ebusuani nyina wedi anu ose ya minua ba eye akwele municipal ya da say for that information ya ma ebusuani nyina said fantastic brother just say baby o wono enye ho na me wode his NPP and NDC but Eric ni Mugabe di esi a yedi nkomoti say eye ebusuani anuafo nyame enka woni ebusuani nyina ho so ahwe wonua ba ya ewo America memo may her soul rest in peace. Na idea etie eno no ye bedan ho aba na afi ya je ebre ape es natural mineral water bi agu ye minim ye ba ye beje bre na afi nsema wodi oni nyina no ye biebie mu e de yaman na hwefo ene yen etiefo ye ba sisia na yesama kwa ba support from the 900 million angels ya de esemina fi city or 37 Abebrese Street the heart of Accra was suited to in order 16 regions across the country ya de esemina shasia na ye shasia edi free minority umaso ye omrasebeje fi sabe de omo eni abri papa ya chese ni omo kan say abato ye bekoso ewo pandai say electoral commission enura edai eko mrase begefia ena chese speaker of parliament wase ni clerk to parliament ya wode krata mofa enfanto mfonyini so mami fatu tv ni so mami krata efie mrase begefia ya chese ni nyina no notify the electoral commission say abra sese de pandai abato no o ma declare seat ni vacant na chese ekwanya no adam pan ya sese ano amonyiko awodo betimi akopre said bi omenya nemsini ewo mrase begwe fie na mohwe abato ekoso on the 7th December 2024 na openye odi nkunim wo sabato mu na chese nyindam na nyindam mo matumi hu se ekwan ofa so odi nkunim no na enye ne kwa so nti Tamale High Court ekwasetena ya omode ensem nyina betu dwa ya sabe krata omode ababonte no omo address krata no to gen adukui mensa ya ono na electoral commission chairperson no omode akwakoto ho ediama maame say won hwe se de be ode emra ebe ye adwuma na de court kae no etumi awie mu pepepe ne fo amakoma kwaduasa na chese court na hye ne say omokoto aba ewo pandai abatom peso aso ewo northern region na omunyi mrase bidwani fofo se de be ya omo atimamfo ho no omo so ebenya nemsifo na we ama minority ya omo mrase bidwafie domkuma sa domkuma fo ya okobo mudia na eja bibi yaba ewiase the micro minority fo enya de ko yie kura na yetie nsema anodompre ono so ede atudwa efa rerun ya ewose ebaso no.
So Speaker, yesterday the 8th of December 2025 you declared the Panda parliamentary seat vacant. Respectfully, this decision has generated profound concern not only among members of this House, but across the nation because of its apparent inconsistency with the binding procedural rules governing the effects of application for stay of execution. Speaker, it is now threats that where an application for stay of execution is pending for determination, any any proceeding for execution of the judgment shall be stayed for the period. The Speaker, this is why the event of 24th November 2025 are so important. On that day, you delivered a ruling in response to an application from the majority chief whip, requesting that the Pandai seat be declared vacant. Speaker, in your own reasoning, you recorded clearly and publicly relying on these very procedural rules and affirmed this binding nature. This same inconsistency was seen in the Honorable James Kwasi matter during the 8th Parliament, where you strongly maintain that Parliament must not act while a stay of application is pending. Speaker, with respect, the question that naturally arises is, why has the principle changed? What explains the abrupt departure from the binding reasoning you articulated on 24th November 2025? Why does the stay rule apply in one circumstance, but not the other, particularly when the factual and procedural posture is virtually identical? Speaker, Ghanaians are asking, and we in this House must also ask, is this because Honorable Matthew Nyendam is a member of the New Patriotic Party? The Speaker, the law does not discriminate. The law does not bind or stiffen binding on whether an NPP or NDC member stands before it. The impartial and consistent application of procedural rules is a bedrock of the rule of law and the credibility of this House. If Parliament begins to act as though legal rules are optional, binding on some days, and dispensable on other days, then we risk sliding into a dangerous culture of political tit for tat, where each majority and minority merely waits for a turn to get even. Speaker, such a path fractures confidence in this institution and threatens the stability of our democratic order. Mr. Speaker, today it may appear expedient for one side. Tomorrow, the rules may reverse. If we abandon principle today, we leave the future Parliament with a trail of inconsistency that invites retaliation, weakens the authority of Speaker's chair, and erodes public trust. Mr. Speaker, we must do better. And this House must do better, and we must act better. Let us commit ourselves to principle leadership, to procedural fidelity, and to the understanding that this House is a guardian, not a manipulator of the law. Legitimacy of Parliament depends on our consistency. The legitimacy of Parliament depends on our consistency, and we can't do otherwise. And consistency depends on our willingness to obey, not our political impulses, but the clear dictates of the law. Speaker, we strongly submit that the letter that was filed to the Electoral Commission was out of place, was unfortunate, and flies in the face of law and procedural justice. We submit strongly to this House that that letter must be withdrawn by Parliament forthwith, and we must act and stay consistent with the pronouncements of the chair, for that matter, the Speaker, on this same matter. We in the minority do not agree to the writing of this letter. We make a strong position that that letter must be withdrawn forthwith. And as a cradle of democracy, we must be seen to be setting a very good example for the populace of this country to follow suit. Speaker, I submit to you that that letter must be recalled. That letter declaring the Pandai seat vacant must be recalled immediately. It must be recalled immediately. It cannot be. It cannot be. The situation cannot. And we on this House, on this side of the House, cannot support that decision. Ghana is a fledgling democracy, and the least we can do is to support procedure, is to support the provisions of our law, and to stay away from decisions that flies in the face of logic and procedural justice. We are totally against it. In this house, we have worked in collaboration and in cooperation with our colleagues in the majority. Even where you don't have your numbers, we have allowed you to lay papers and do all manner of things. This decision will not stay. This decision will not stay. As because we humbly call upon you to instruct the clerk. The clerk must be instructed forthwith to withdraw that letter and act according to law. I so submit. I thank you.
Nkrasefo no term nkrasefo no wo ho ba bia wo de akoto po no da ho go post no da ho so mo bo no kose mu no wo mo nam no mo bo fa nchen no term mahama no term adwuma mahama bo no sebe ama wo mo apia bia te aguo mo so na maka che say another pen wo ye useless 2028 ye be he 2028 imisi ye be he se wo mo do agire ye be he another play obetiawe wo 2028 ye ni wo ho papa woni afenyo sa 2 seats we useless guys who also move free parliament ene de court kasa wunya sa anosinifuo we emomo ba abontere ebe kasa tia decision a free court aba ka say JMS am wonyina adaka mu de na ye mode useless ones mo betena opposition one forever and ever mo betena o papa any place e fata mo useless caricatures me bese mo betena ho pa say ene fata mo na de akoso nyina wudi wani kire eye pandai a kro ketwa bi wo ho ye fra ho say eye blajai na ohini bi wo ho na ono ahemfo ko mo ya mienu ene ho ba ko na ba be kasa nana ya fra ho say nana pajato in Pawiase the second nana probe bitina tamale high court na akasa we Sajo Mahama intervene jo Mahama court kasa ko intervene na ye yia nka court ka se o maje mesa mejina da kamun ko huru ko jina eye justice ani me bu amuso di mahemfo amunni mo hene na munya decision free court ba an wahini we ya sorry and before the time wachi omo kasa omo pia se be kasa na papa ya fra se na empajato me se be before na asoma se be kasa court akasa enti court na akasa enti na matena oba bidi ni o se o ka kira wo aya wotimamufo na omo ne se wo mu hia se omo nya representative in parliament ahemfonya politics say ye say ye bio kwatu akasa ne de kwatu akasa ana hwinsu ni we besi pandai ene ne patemu emra ne de ye adwuma 1992 constitution no ene ne de ye adwuma we ye hina de wo hine allow the judicial system to work ti mo ma break wo ho blaja hine nana yeslo bebre nana no matra konya yesra mo stay away from politics kwatu akasa sa joma ma be ya joma ma nya de joma ma meka de na fa ho yete do hene naka.
Chiefs, we are concerned about the potential consequences of a rerun should it be upheld. If violence and vandalism at the collation center and the destruction of electoral materials by aggrieved individuals can lead to a rerun, undoubtedly we have a very good reason to say that it will definitely set a dangerous precedent for future elections in Pandai. Chiefs respectfully are calling on the President and all stakeholders to ensure that the will of the people of Pandai constituency is duly respected regarding the 2024 parliamentary elections. And so we say, no rerun in our constituency.
Your palace, you don't have that power. Go and sit in your palace. You don't have that power. You don't have that power. So no rerun. What can I politics? No rerun for where? You will see where power lies. One other will say, to me, this to me be. Court on Akasa. Go to court. And I will appeal to John Mahama. Such a useless statement. Yes, useless statement. It doesn't make any sense at all. If it must be done, it must be done well. Or in Kasa say. Or in Kasa say. Say dangerous presidency. They say, where is he? Nothing will happen. Where is he? If you want to join the MPP, go and join the MPP. Leave your palace and go and wear the MPP colors. Enough is enough. But the more for Sam, quite wakasa was way or henny. Wo kasa say, no rerun. It was hen and a hena wujina. Wo hen and a hena wujina. Statement if you are not any press conference. I mean, a hena wujina will stand there here for Utuko A and Utuko B. From 1992, Yamachi year MBPG says it. What are you people talking about? Movie see about that now. Minority for this time. Blada can make catch watch my lips. It will happen today, it will happen tomorrow. Support from the 900 million angels. We are sending the signal to your end, your doorstep. That it will happen today at Angoniga Bigger. It will happen today and it will happen tomorrow. Yes. Go back and reflect. Go back to your palace and reflect. Statement way Emru Mahama Punano. Mahama or electoral commission. Mahama or a judge. Yet power to the people. Let's move on. Power to the people. Bia na moya hensam. Wa hensam way we need capacity bia bedu babia. Voice we kwa babia. Makili fire no heya. Rewra ne baba so. And watch my lips. Me say rerun no ebeba so. Yenim dia moya ho. Rerun no mumpo ebeba so. Obi so ya bema on sorry. Say rerun emma so. Akotia yakoje Ablikumanof yakoje yeba pandai aba abeje. Me say yeba pandai aba abeje. Ofisi edi agro. MPP General Secretary akasa. Me say the center itself cannot hold. Now when you by proper way aba. When you DC papa na obo adwuma yamani sika ene eye common fund na ekwa do the doorstep of a DC is no amomo de bo adwuma pandai ebia ka omo arefla to under ekufo do 8 years no enema papa be pa no tuni yama pandai for enu ya jomama bae common fund de bi kwa ma project asase o pandai. Man, the good people of Panda and for policy for for soldier for for migration, for fire service, prison service. Bisa who say 8 years ya na MPP our power no. Who daily graphic man again tansuma. Yeah announcement and say bo the will be say before man for in the various security services who will be brother who will be din. It is time. We are in an episode do hina. Say police na man for buo emma. We are in now kwase MPP colors na pia. We will treat you as an MPP sympathizer straight away without fear or favor. Yes. Stay in that your corner. Our blood and allow the politicians to do their work. If you know say we palace one enough for you and you want to be in the terrain and join the political scene, then wear the MPP colors and come and face us. We are ready for that. We will be there to campaign for our candidate. And we are going to take over the seat. Seat now, Muchichim Yansa, Edisa City, court wakasa, court order. Court wakasa was away a blood, I say no real run. Obey your deal, baby, I won. Yes. Kasawa, yes, silly bibia. You better see about 2 and 2. A minority for ye did minority for ye did minority for ye. I know fear for we. They do mo yana kwahin. I know don't penny after your market so they do mo yana kwahin. Credit fear no credit you see. You better see about 2 and 2. Yes. Me hu di ti a ahemfo na aka no mo mayi dia mo jai blaja hene ana onu di MPP fo achi no ye MPP campaign say no rerun ye respect ye wo mo ho ahwan wo be ye steady nana o be say o ye politics ya me say ko she MPP wo sono ya wo mu dem wura mo sono mo losers no if you want to you are already part of them statement if you are no eba no hene kasasa wo hene en kasasa say set it dangerous prison 5 bit me the basa BBNC and that this a year leadership and that this a year the current IGP wo onya dan party contemporary IGP kale wori IGP ni biu yenya IGP obo adwuma ya to aba ya kwa ba election ewo a year akwatie wudi sie obi anya dede o obi anya dede wanda ho ye peace ya beto aba na wie ye beyi NDC bedi kunim peace besa akoso ye ne ate akonya no so me kasa muntie say we are not in opposition ye na tumi ni kura yen ye na tumi ni kura yen na sablaja he no woto ababa akon ututu na ahemfo aka ne so mo be sori abeka de o statement a wo de bai sa ahemfo aka ne so mo sori abeka wo benya no no wakasa masa kudu MPP echi Jasin Kodua mimi kuma ya oye junior secretary de ma MPP amenyoko wakasa na wase tie blaja hini ni tie bi waso netie niye we ye MPP general secretary na kasa onu encourage ni MPP members ni say prepare for the rerun so we chief our blaja we see there is going to be no what rerun. And the MPP General Secretary, Jasin Kodua, Shachua for penny de ma MPP, Onu na Kasano. Or encouraging the members and they say, prepare for the rail run. So, Blaja Chief, Nana, Majato, ye catch us at the Okanemko baby. MPP General Secretary, it is a more dear to ya.
That's so papone for the person that Munja Pinti, Mopia Dadam, Mopia Suram, Opiasu Tufa to Trasem Emma, Mosia Kotuaba, Yabako, Samuka Sabu Potia, Edia Casa, Nelson Supanda, Betches and Mema Ukuma. 152 pieces in India. Yes, yeah, we're there. 152 pieces in India. That's what I mean. Munja Pinti, Mopia Dadam, Mopia Suram, Opiasu Tufa to Trasem Emma, Mosia Kotuaba, Yabako, Samuka Sabu Potia, Edia Casa, Nelson Supanda, Betches and Mema Ukuma. 152 pieces in India. Yes, yeah, we're there. 152 pieces in India. But some of them are the power, some of them are not here. And the end of the Ventias. Ubia Kufia, Momo, Abisiama, yeah. A passive at Traba. By the grace of God, Namia Dumti, much lesser for Parliament.
Inti say Mati Umo Kasan. Moko back me pese yesan bob blaja hene na die ni bi ho na migina ene panda ho na migina na me hu ye hu ahemfo a wo mu eye politics nyachom politics in this country. Yes, MPP General Secretary say or encouraging members and say womo kwaye campaign omutisi monte so na aba no ye beto wo so ye blaja hene wo tu nkrofo fo say inisi ekoto aba foforo bi abim now call on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say on intervene dey ye tenti ohini ni bim na bi amasa be fire no.
Yes, we are concerned about the potential consequences of a rerun. Should it be upheld? If violence and vandalism at the collation center and the destruction of electoral materials by aggrieved individuals can lead to a rerun. Undoubtedly, we have a very good reason to say that it will definitely set a dangerous precedent for future elections in Pandai. These respectfully are calling on the President and all stakeholders to ensure that the will of the people of Pandai constituency is duly respected regarding the 2024 parliamentary elections. And so we say, no rerun in our constituency.
Kaya dia te say before na twere de brɛ politician we why a politician won ko yi na taade no mo no onyi poma ne de ode asese no na mu ho no hye MPP colors ye hu say wo ya amanyasem o hene say no rerun ye respect o mo mokoto aba no na mo mokoto aba na o mo tu ya wi o mo ne de o mo nye nipa wo hene wo one vote sa nipa no so o do banche do bayere e wo Pandai ho no so one vote. General Secretary of the MPP NCNT will be him.
There's also the Papone for the person that Munja Pinti, Mopia Dadam, Mopia Suram, Opia Sutufa to Trasem Emma, Mosia Kotuaba, Yabako, Chamukasa Mupotia, Edia Casa, there's also Pandai, Betches and Mema Ukumba.
152 pieces in India. Yes, you were there. 152 pieces in India. But some of them are not power.
Yeah. So, Oba say a memo of Pandai, right? Thank you. And Tiron, your tone and free MPP General Secretary. Net your toner a free air bladahin and all ever. You're on the same page. Yes. Casano, Casafino, wake I say. A dangerous way, a bit timid sakasakaba. When so say you were mema, our Pandai. So, Omaya ready. Now, who we say the one who is the commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, School Rajo Mama, no better was a Basabasensi under his administration. It would never happen. Munya did any Uncle whom in the year did. Uncle whom in the year did. We are talking about Pandai today. Some months ago, it was in Aquatia. Didn't see ye? And Aquatia one near the end, didn't see ye? A baboy, you don't know, send one who's smoothness level. I had to say, the only Mugabe aircon. I had to say, only Mugabe Ebenyasem, and the Mugabe no bones at the Biana coming in, not baby original and Juan original. Yes. More now, Pama Pampem, Mugabe no bones and him a sound. I'm a call, a chief for true. There be a no idea. A many pound was them, and many pound who trim was them. Fakoma pananti we are seeing BC. Today, we were president here. What to me, Abuama inflation maybe or better free. And they would work I could do 6.3 single digit and tells you, I be memoir. When you're a year president here, or before economy no. Not dollar no, and a year 17 a year cities, and now what they about 10.5, intimate try 11, we now for the. So what to a bar on tea, say, a yes swami tafu bantamon, say, BBC say kwa to a bar, made them say BBC, say BB and Yenny Pewunquan to buy election. We could have been like I said, the beer, John Mahama, ACA boom, I could yin, you know, while resign on Peso, become a Sabia Phoebe, Mkoa, BB can be anywhere empty. Yes, Uncle to a banu for me, Nipa Fofro. He beat me a quack to any by election. Yet to swamine NDC Befa. Yet to Tafo NDC Befa. Yet to have an of NDC Befa. Ye to mensia NDC befa ye to bantama asenso NDC befa enti sese no omo nyina senior prefect ya omo pe futuo omo pe bibia dwenkyere bia omo kɔ no ho a okasa wa MPP man no bia ye din yo mampanyi dada John Ajekum Kufo ene wono ase amanyokuo no Ghana fo buafuo mu enti sa wo ye obi a o take Pandai na wo pe obi asoma na pe obi a obetimi akwadwo maama ho wakoka eye mo hia sem akire His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say me a member of parliament for Pandai constituency in the northern region. Me nkofo say ha omu hia eye bohu. Me nkofo say ha omu hia kindergarten. Me nkofo say ha omu hia 6 classroom block. Now they akoto Haruna Idrisu enim. Wa Haruna Idrisu nso oyedagombe ni this year ofi eye Tamale. Na Haruna so e de ama President Mahama because ono wo Frejo Mahama obenya ne meyi ate se de me Frejo Mahama obefa ne makasa no sa pepepe wo paase maka kire Nyankopon a wo ka kire hwan wo de fa nipa so ana mfremem ebeko mfremem heya me ka asema me ka na ye adwo because ha na president and president him said Mugabe beka bia e pepepe appointees ni nyina ni said Mugabe beka bia e pepepe ahemfo asebe omunya amanyose me hu se Mugabe de o ka no kore Babia no krende we ye dai me de bato za man fan to a ebechia but just sit down na reflect bisa ahun say tisisi kwa Pandai me kwa akoto ama MPP ni manyade common fund no obe pocket woni eye DC na me say we ye NDC we MPP ni omo fa odo unity nya adwuma ti wo be ye ne say eno say we ye NDC DC ho ye NDC BNI district boss o ye NDC national security district boss o ye NDC wo ye die wo pe die uma enesa na ebeko no penifo nyina no appointment ene ye de omokoto ho nti de obeye bia na ye ani control man ye ni kura yen NDC when man power no ye ni kura yen nti say ko na ko parliament no obekwa akwaja de papa na aka aya Pandai fo a makwa akoto aba manyindam insida yindam no oni access to jomama ho ete said ya me prade de akọ me constituency me constituency ye mienu I have 2 constituencies me wa half one enough and me wo amasaman ba bia metumi gina se ento aba ma me mane yie me ye more than qualified say amasama constituency Gan West say I have one enough in Ashanti region ba bia me gina bia o disqualify me yie na bisa ho say me no me pe ade wo NDC mu a me Mugabe ametie say me pa ade wo NDC mu na obi so ye adwuma man FM o ye MPP ni journalist no no so pa ade de akọ ni constituency a me mienu under this administration one be nya first me kwa de mu telephone call keke me pa me nko office wo nso kasa no voice ne be ye adwuma baby a me wura bia ni Jubilee House na me kwa me do be bie kwa mu sa ye de ama me call vice president office be bie kwa mama me call executive secretary office minia eye Callistus Dr. Callistus Mahama we be bie kwa mama me call chief of staff won munya for Julius Debra ye be bie kwa mama me na we tina wo say abatwa e be ba wo Pandai no wo to abama NDC candidate ye GCT ne be ka ho no mo kwaso ntena minority ho enya me na me ko president Kufuor na kasa president Kufuor delay president Kufuor sesen
as a party ebu ya wawo MPP party president Kufuor MPP
ne shasia no nanka ekofan
okay
da fi bi mse covid tade bi hu bi ba no ka ho na afei ba ho no akasa Kufuor do manage covid me
okay
but no actually no and niam no bi kasam tiase ana meboa
to say the
so to say bond market issues na by to say cathedral so ne esikukuru no ni ade no na fe yantimi anye
na wo pene so say yensi cathedral
bi anya de yan consult me
okay but the
cabinet no answer obo say bibi sa akoso
but what say ye be si cathedral na hu say ade hia na
me pacho bon uties na music na me dem ka say bi kura privately no mo dey
okay
bom to akofa asase government asase dey but so ultimately see but we as insana public resources no mo dey
okay
and kobugu bangos as judges near the team but we as audience me intimacy
and then you
and a bit PDS bi so akoba en so na huye
okay
until I bebre but Mr. Namaka me sabio marriage kokramti na mehwe nti saa na dia baako so a no wase wohwɛ sɛ 2016 landslide near the winning side election nearby power na 2020 election na tensions ne nyama bi aba na afei eba hang parliament here NDC battery it took just one vote, one seat in parliament to distinguish the president only majority but now a reduced majority. Then 4 years later, last year election anyway, and it's as a Ghana electorate, you cannot take them for granted. It for granted.
Very well. Inti omampenye dada President Kufuor ena akasan. Omampenye dada John Agyekum Kufuor da abani ba ona ayeden ona akasan. And ye kasa se ye dede kwawo. Ye kan sema wawuti awun se sema ye kan ye nukuru trudu intrubi anyeden enim. Nukuru trudu ene yede ema wo na ya na ebimu ntiase ya na ebimu nyeden entiase ya na ebimu nyeden entiase nti da bia no okasa na wakasa ya na ebimu ntiase ese ye kan ye to ase benya honorable Felix Kwachi ofusu ewo la no so sesi breaking news bi yedan ewo ho. Yes, we Yeshua the whole Ghana utumi emfa show bi an compare show we se ye trase se ne ye kasa ye kan de yesi ye kan de wom eba se ye fire without fear or favor. Direction you make sure say direction na ye nam so no ye nam pepepe say we your hene na be kan asem na asem abeka ne nyansa bi ani ma na betena say we your hene o me ade a mempe ho ensem ka eye nsasesem ene ahensem ye say we yes ya wo hene ya ye we wo hene ya ye me ni interest bi awum chieftaincy issues we day I will stay away asase asem we asase we dia litigation we si we media Mugabe Kokabi Maye o de ba menka. Yes, langa asem mini interest e ho koto wasase ato wasase boko making sure say obey due diligence ahwemo won asase akoto no manso bi no so why your papers kama wo side plan bibia indenture no nsaka bibia de wasa we ye waye eja we ye den ya koefo yi minuanum kranfo mbaba eni de digging fee no mo beje omo ba pe bibi mo no mo nko asa when you building permit wasi wo dai kama onu bia eni asem ade bia wo be ya eye illegal bia na memfa ho enwuram me Mugabe ho hu me hoda unti asia that you go to court. Breaking news ho sisi ya me di free Jubilee House Ebrel from the office of the president. Last week, exactly a week ago, Nama for jubilate. More sa video no mame the production team. I will mention Kusasi for jubilate, Nama Prisi for jubilate. Ah, now then, dear Nessie. Kusasi for so modern kunim, man Prisi for so modern kunim. Not just so her mensia, I in fear last week in the year. Not just a ho bubra ubia den ayedin. And today Kratabia free Excellency John Dramani Mahama say waba and two sides no, those from the Kusasi side, those from the Mamprisi side. Umano mo jubilate nyina ebeto odwa se otumfo ye ni dwumadie nyina ewie ye no e wo se wode dwumadie ni nyina de omu bia hye kurowura otumfo ya santema awura wo baye wo kuro ni nyina awura one ne His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic. Wadi nisem nyina koma omampanyin se dwumadi a wo de hye mensa semene panyin sinkunya na menya nhwehwemu na memfa ba bia ewo se de eda emfanto no maye madwuma awie na eho sem no etesen waye madwuma awie a report no sem no send tie so we fonyi a wo hwe ewo TV so nyina we nyina ya na wotwetwa mu de na ekoso ewo eye Manhyia Palace exactly a week ago. Tia reflect ya moko pa ku yechi kakra ye tie se na no mo kanibi ansa na maba breaking news amede be maozi obi akọ TV SYZ Ghana Power 979 Facebook Live Power 97 obi akọ mi wo breaking news amede bra osisi a ye tie de no mo ye wo Manhyia any statement aba sisi a
Don't fuck around.
Yeah, must brim. Not just a cat free a year Manhyia Palace aba. Mont free Jubilee House aba. Mont transfer sana mo de krata na to so. Ano tufo owie ye no. Base man prisifo na adi nkunim, man prisifo jubileti, ese kusasifo ye di nkunim, kusasifo jubileti. Misimu nya di. Munyadi na ena awie breaking news wa me wo ema wo no hey Facebook Live monku Power 979 TV SYZ Ghana YouTube SYZ Broadcasting Power to the people inside politics you medie no me le ma breaking news is here kusasi foya di tedi Mugabe eba beka ma prisi for so tedi tedi Mugabe ebeka say the Mugabe beka bia no that just say finance it is finished. Yes, and as one see her unya no babia because the beto a form of Jubilee House will be no Mugabe ne bet Kenya information answer na ko babia. Yes, power to the people. Ahani breaking news no. Ahani assembly na yaka no. Ahani achechira ye send mu ha. Then we say yes, you will station. The capacity no nya kwada di o. Me wait ni modu. Yes. Power 979 TV SYZ Ghana. Facebook Live. Mokwa. Bieso di amawo ene awie. Asantuma wo tofo se to atekokwa so na ebodi an o se peja mu na matra kwenya asantuma ya mi asundwe kamo mai na wodo amu asantuma dani da nyina mo support amode ma asantuma wura tofo se to atekokwa so ki Solomon ya me kansa na nanom ya mi shamo Onko suma mo adwene ne nyansa He Solomon Yansanibi, Nanyamwa. Sasa Timamra would dear Hinyama Hinya Fasa. Breaking news on the woman when I say. Asantimamra, what I say. Some media seen a question in now. Who be able to cross Nana and then a penny for. Na dear woman here. Mobasam Hunia womb. Dear woman here. Can't free Sasana John Dramani Mahama, so a breaking news. Ya beto was ya. Ya penya. Ya fan is Safalis. Quacho Fusu. Kaya Kasamafo. Edema is Sasalensi. John Dramani Mahama. President Kasamafo. Power to the people. See a catcher Ghana for you and every ewo TV Cassia so radio power 97.9 FM so. Sasa Timanga. Wamwe juma na satimawia anwe juma report no enya de se wode akwa eye kurowura isasana si John Dramani Mahama na mom nyame ya doma tie musumi ya woimu anaya dabai anaya on the 9th on the 10th 11th 12th 13th 14th 15th on the 16th busumia ye wo muyimu eda etoso edu ensia on the 16th December asatemanga utumfo se to atekokwa so oba present a year report no ama his excellency John Dramani Mahama after mu for statement no to TV no so mame yes statement you free on mampanyia so ya basisia en case wo kaja breaking news production team metwem breaking news kasia pa sekutu sebam yes Mugabe can it is finished so on the 16th of this month musumi ya wem ne da tosu edu ensia ana His John Dramani Mahama Satimura Sheski no so mame fantastic production team abronya de ose mu freely production team ose mu freely staff ose mu freely bojuma majuma ni ye fe bebi adate no mu miem mame mu miem na nya kese mame e wo screen no so edani adabe Tuesday right 16th December 2023 2025 16th December 2025 ene da hono it is obi ko jira ba bi no ka kira say asantime wura the report na koma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sini say who we are true for 28 minutes inside 4 Hana Ghana 40 we are here to inform, to entertain and to educate our people, our viewers and our listeners, the good people of this country. And yes, so you show where your capacity so. Mesia enye yes. Mesia enye now who say chief driver papa Nuruddin Bako of Mr. Ibrahim Mahama. When you bushafo nyina omuti TV ho a omo enjoy show no. I say me am senior brother Ibrahim Mahama, the capacity brother or those who eat you so Rafik na dia to Rafik Mohammed. Rafik, salam alaikum. Mr. Peter, salam alaikum. Champion Alfred Mahama, assalamu alaikum. My senior sister Hawa Mahama, assalamu alaikum. Michael, assalamu alaikum. Lodina, first lady, assalamu alaikum. Your mami Lodina, Her Excellency, assalamu alaikum. Me just say bibi aboko busafo ni nyina Franka law bibi aye fine there. When you driver and check kese on common. The bamboo farm wo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wo nyina chacha mu nyina mo Jubilee House ya chacha mu nyina. Ene Tuesday midima fotiase me se midima fu ye dan etiase Yakopo ye ni bibia o ye ni woni mrem in his own time and rush for anything. Nyamisi obesi ohini awe dan obesi ohini. Ibi mo rush too much o mo rush say bom no mateato. Nya twen honhom. Ne twen ewrade. In his own time obeye bibia so beautiful. Medimafo ye dan etiase. Na medimafo tiase idie. Medimafo nyame ye som no otiase idie. Otiase fu nyame no otiase idie. Ebesi uye. A few days na de afi nyina akwa wiye. Se ene 9th December 2025 na ka atiasefo ho na wo ka ho a hu se divine favor bi na nyame de amawo. Adumo ebi mu enya ne saa. Nyame ya aduma on the 13th yakwa akopiem ewo ni dwabe koforobia ye nua doctor manebo amana yiye efia wia prato bra papa hyehyɛ so saa akosi anwumre no sia lawyer Anderson danso fi UK aba ni abusu ni nyina mama kwa aba ye enti na wo fi ho aba. Yes, power to the people. So where you so I want to mix it. The whole Ghana. Mugabe said Najibebia. Eya ho brase osom sompa midimafo cappuccino
Muga.
No.
The international one.
What's your saying?
The international one.
The next time you will be an echo. Maybe I do two international. You two international. Some international swamp.
What is it?
The whole world. Internationally known. Obi accept me. Never me when you accept.
What is it?
Maybe I meet me fa. But one am next what dibone won say what the manfo sika why connection won say one am won say fa was there be area had me fa henyi it me fa baby how you but you say if it must be done it must be done. Position microphone here mami page akosoro kakra na yente enka kapo midimafo ewiade na wo man
Mugabe Maase na mame mfa nchia emfa wa fidie so ono mo hwe television ono mo tie radio emfa ma adofo ene enipa nyina ene nwumre nso medimafo eba hospital Dr. Tamda so ededa no na memfa nchia emfa ma opani kwankyerefo a oda medimafo eba hospital no na afi krampo nso na adwumayefo a wonom ewo medimafo eba hospital nyina ene anwumre nso mame nchia wonom sanse wonom akitaye a mode tai Dr. Tamda so achi ene madwumadi ahodo a wodi nyina nso etimi koso wa no wa ne koso kama pa eno nti no medimafo heba hospital awiai maami a wo hwe me papa wo tie me menu aba menu abema medimafo heba hospital asoye kan makom ye no wo man Ghana ha sei ye wo Kumase abua kwa atwoma agu school junction ena kra poko asemayira na mayirafo nyina nya anyira sanse medimafo ba hospital mpacho si udimafo etiase na emomo yarefo de udimafo ho a medimafo heba hospital isanse ahaban bia no ya na ahaban mono no san na ya hosuo no nso etie medimafo ba hospital ni enti ne se ye de haban enubina ene de ye adwuma ene nuhini ene de ye adwuma medimafo ba hospital eno nti sa wo ba medimafo ye mo odira ma ho ato atem bia meka sa asem we say sade ekoye ya dote wo anka onwemfo nsem no Dr. Tamda sunti yare no enka oso da biara da na onyame tumi na basa wa maso no ebra obepiem o medimafo ba hospital no onam so ade besa yare ama wo ho atumi ato na ni nyina na se December bosome ne yawura mu ede toso makomako enkro nie obi ho a mpacho oda na jo a wontumi nda obi enso krampo osore a se obesi fom no na ye den ade aba no obi sore bonse ne nan nyina titiriti ontumi kra mfansi fom mpacho obra medimafo ba hospital ne yamu ebra enka wonto wei ena woso oba medimafo ba hospital ne yetime bowo mentena se menka ho nto ho ansa ena wahwe so obi mfa omra medimafo ba hospital na mmutu na mon sabre ye betimi abowo wo ho kakra bonsa wonsa no na amomo na yetitiriti medimafo ba hospital ena wode ba nyame ya adom a ochena nyame ya adom mpacho ye betena se e wa kra poko asemayira Kumase abua kwa atwoma agu school junction said afi ekọ na wie no bi obetu kwan obekọ baabi eni nti open nra obetimi de akọ na atimi mpo last for 1 month discount edi ama wo tutu anama na bra me dimafo ba hospital ne yamo na yen hwe saa kwan ne so maintenance sanse ebra wadofo pie no wo sa wonso timi nya ani gie na wo no mu epie se wontumi mpie mpa wonom aba fie no wo so timi nya ani gie edi hia wonom kwan anya sa yare nti na afi ombeba no na empo no ubom utwa jaajo mpacho koba sa enye yi esanse yare ama obi ankanasem yare nti abusua konhia mu no ya amfro esanse wo yare yamfro nkoyeden na me no kasa obi nso wo ho sei na me kura mpo de me ni obi ode me ba yare sabe ho mpacho maame papa me ni aba me ni aketwa de tense the here say obenya car edo ba medima fo ba hospital enhran kanya mesa obeba medima fo ba hospital na ye be hwe be wi a obekọ ebe ma na otwe me no kwakọ no maduro no wonsai mra biem na onyame aye na ade ni biem se watumi asori agira onan so a wankasa wo ba medima fo ba hospital doctor se fasika keto bi ba je wa yarosa eye medima fo ba hospital me pa acho o ba medima fo a yenye consultation fee ho nti wo ba no bi ka kiro se consultation fee medima fo mpa acho sini hu enye no kreda bi said the ultimate baby no waka consultation fee 300 cedis 400 cedis 490 mpacho sa 490 ni betumi asaw yare e medima fo ba hospital ade a baba medima fo ba hospital pacho amramu no wa obetia ho ka say afi na oba fofra obeje card 70 Ghana cedis na medima fo yen fiti bra ko pese oba ya wo se sisi wachi bra mo ana ha woni am oduro saje kono mpacho nya sa na ye adwuma bara oba on sachiro sam ne kan say nimdi a me man ni enti so man ni nya nimdi o man ne betumi akoso enti sa nimdi a onyame di ama Dr. Tam da so no oba ya hwehwe ni paduanum o kan wasam nyina wi ne ahwehwe ni paduanum ne ehunu say o hawo no ne pomasi bere mfiri na baaye eye den na sa yare we baaye mo oba na de baaye enam kwan ben so na afi ya mo oduro ne eto ase de ama esansam oba ne hwehwe ni paduanum ni ehunu yare ya mo oduro amane tu ase na yare bi mpo ho a oba betena doctor ni mo mpacho ho na yare no enso amem ayira kura obi ho oba medima fo ba o yare pa bara oba medima fo ba hospital no ono maduro na na ho ato no mpacho we nyina eye nyame tumi a eye adwuma e o medima fo ba hospital nti oba eye scan e na obetua ana se kase ko lab e na obetua sika e no chi doctor ka chiro say yare so mede bosome mienu na ehwe na bosomi mienu nyina me hwe nyina no oka aye 800 cedis 1000 Ghana cedis maame yan kase peke nkran obi a woni de obetumi atuanti ne ase ye hwe hiafo ne asikafo nyina at the same time enti obi a osika ne obeyi ato ho se misika nie pacha oni sika de ode bae obi simi de 300 ne bae obi krambo se Dr. Bo me ba no 200 cedis na minya bae Dr. Beje no amoduro o konom na otwe mienu na wahwe ade a onyame ebeye ewo ni paduanom esanse seka engine sei na onipa na ye ka na engine sei na otumi ye ne biom de a pacha onyame obo ni paduano o kwan biara say bibi biara e betochew ewo nipaduanom no obeyi ase e de ama wo opeso frame dimafo ba hospital na oni edi nkomo a ye numbers na o TV no so no na mo amombo mutie radio no mamembo emfama mo number obe frame dimafo ba hospital me pa chaw enkoka say ena number we yese mo to dan bi pa chaw ne atia na say ayayarsa ene yesa e me dimafo ba hospital ne tiatia na tintin nyina no ye numbers no ye 0244 77 4282 0244 774282 afei number to so mienu ye 0500 727215 0500 727215 numbers when aba frame dimafo aba hospital na woni ye edi nkomo so ne atimi abowo o abrochire na ahwe me o wiase afana ba bia na ahwe me a o fra 0244 no on WhatsApp a ebeba ne ani wadi nkomo 0244 774282 yete na say obi a opa awaduro efiri medimafo aba hospital ne yete na say onyame ayotumfo a awaduro Dr. Tam da so de ma no enya nom bi sabi di bitua bi se amu aduro maame okwa asabi okwa alibi okwa atua bi okwa anom bi oho adan pacho e one tot pet se one tot odi gu anum na me na joda so mo ne be ma ne hia ba akwa opa mamu nhia bi bosom nso na ba ne dem na nso atumi anyaba emi amfra obonini wa bra afi e kwa na wieye pacho tu anamo na bra medimafo ba hospital obi a woso wagi akinye pa no oba obetena doctor ni ma se doctor media megi akinye me ye Thomas wa me pesa me ho ansa na matuaka ba Dr. Bemu aduro amwawo uria na mpo aba beda so aba betua woka medimafo aba hospital no medical culture say for the first time organ abakose mu ayaresabia ba ko a me pa chow efo na fe card enso timi gi ade medimafo aba hospital nipa nyina o wiase ho no sampa pa chow sika doctor agye no enya sa wo sika nti no ba na emom no se be ayaresa betimi akoso enu nti kapre sempo da amane taku a doctor agye no afi o wi o se da bi me manfo we mu ho kire o mo ma me nkonko bo mo ni nyina medimafo aba hospital obi o wa yare ahodo tete wo pa chow tu na mo na bra medimafo ne mo virus infections ahodo tambia me ka kire se nim tree dua ba ko a ni hini ya aduro na bena ya aduro na haban ya aduro impo abana eso ne ya aduro bra na virus infections ahodo no yemfa nim tree no entry nyina mfa mawo ebiam so obi se wanya fatty liver na yase ahohoro wa hara wo nipadua no eseye a oba medimafo ya ba hospital no kwasam no se nim tree da besa yare high cholesterol agi nipadua na fa pacha wo ye bema high cholesterol no so timi aka ho bi afel bonsa wo bema no ntumi nsore ema adwuma papa empo no ebe pagya ne mu a for some few seconds na afi asanso atofom ni nyina nsa se wotu na mo eba medimafo ya ba hospital ye bebo na ye to ase ede ama wo bronya bosom ye wo mu pacha wo ye bema watuatua sika no utua ne atwadi esanse wankasa na wahoden wo mpam no ewo fom pacha wo so obetimi abo adwuma no wo ye adwuma no medimafo ya ba hospital na wo so oba wo de bia wo yare kese bia baro bema no na hese no efo ana se mpo no bema na apesa wo ba adwuma oba medimafo ya ba hospital oba hu doctor wo so pe mema duro ne bi na afi ya ma bi bronya bosomi for bese na ma akoma akonum ekọ 1 week no fatuity wo na fasa ho yare afi oba bia waji usika di no oba betua so ka bronya musuo nka no no awura wo dem ampa cha wo bebo adwuma medimafo ya ba hospital se ya mo bibidura onkoya adwuma 1 minute onkoya adwuma 2 minutes esansa me papa Dr. Tamda so esansa ye wodua bi e friends 20 ene o kraman kote sa ne o mani nyina ye nuhina wawuram ye de ma ho nam pacha odi koni padua no mu a be ma na be gina so ba adwuma pacha se 30 minutes o ye adwuma tim fifra gu oba no so no oba na kasa me wura afa o be ba adwuma wase agi wakum pacha eno ya na ya ni gia nko a enti se oba bi nka bi nkyira oda pacha e wo so oba medimafo ba hospital na ye boa wo se won so no ena aseye anase ohaw bi akoso woni padua no eye medimafo na wo so oba menkasa oba ye no wa ma me yare yeso yare bia efiri otu so koso na ase no oba medimafo e betimi aboa se do D4 Isaiah penso no okwuram koteten haban ni nubina de besa ne manfo yare no he say Dr. Tanda so na aduru no so e wo man Ghana ewiase nyina etu na mo aba ote ho eye de ye numbers a obefra medimafo aba hospital na waba na etimi ahwawo na afa ye ohaw ne de afiri ho no 0244 77 4282 0244 77 4282 and 0500 727215 0500 727215 medimafo heba hospital Dr. Time eda so moga anyumere ebeda se papa.
I'm pleased to introduce to you Cancer Mixture, a herbal mixture for arthritic pain. Arthritis,
it's me.
Cancer Mixture, no Cancer Mixture, no Cancer Mixture. Yerba Biara na Nudruo, Morio ya or arthritis. Cancer mixture, obey your juma when you put your inside. I'm a place in the grand. And in Fidrina, menu on your market for in your button. I want one menu for. First, baby, I'm from one Sanka, senior Susan, Boliviara, home doctor, and I report to FDA Next Safety App Nodo.
And Katui, FDA App Nodo.
Now
Now, let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to a butler who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables. They have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have visited.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your world's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off Densamon Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 Ga West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Na ede na ya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also yare ya titi me ben fie pi nanso ne yam nyono da. Se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menye ni se what ulcer tamfo hexa capsules any hexa mixture yanum bom kotia ulcer no bia ma no anom. Anka no ho to no dadaada. Ulcer dro de eno ne hexa capsules any hexa mixture.
Ankom ni nchiremu.
Ulcer yekura eto yefunu ene ensunu mu. Etima wo yefunu ekekawa wogye wo ho a enye. Ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie. So how eye ulcer de a kope hexa capsules any hexa mixture nanum bom na ho abeto.
Pedudu etu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Approve about Tanya Wama on Mofrelifo and then Mofra women feeding yellow and Kahu Haxa capsules and in a mixture
all Satan for FDA Aji Edwadi and Kratui Atom.
Bravo Aya Ejumada Ebwa Eyam Ediane Ebwa Eyi in Safri Pedian na ebwa woni pedua etna ho yi nanso woni me say niema aidi na ye no timi ma brebo ye adwumaden simpote me hunda me brebo ye adwuma pa e bia se me ntumi ye bibi bo me brebo
ani and waiting on what the lift it from the Moses Clinic we have also about herbal food supplements. We see the barber ama ye juma yi.
Ye juma.
Fatopa ye ni no anopa ni enwumre na eboa ma obrebo ye juma yi. Sene be ya e betimi anyam aduane a wodi esiesi ni peduane mo enyi mo kinsi.
Eno na me brebo ki apa. Ubenya Life Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, ni supermarkets are ebeo. So what do so to a fresh 0244 068447. Life Kid, one bread war, one wipedia. A dream any marking for a ma emma or man for, nay, and more for our 1 year in fear to me. FDA JD Kratui Atum.
If a cran a minisika, Etia Yemefui.
Ehin fa pa na menya bosia e dia tre medjuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre menya bosia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema mwakwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekuokuo bosia, susu account, and it does wo savings account. Me bada chain savings account, and the keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Na won so wetu mi aka sɛ.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti mepa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
From the commercial break, live on TV SYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. Your filling stations share in all the 16 regions across the country. As I can say, Power specialist about Hospital Victory Garlic Mesa from Dr. Amwako's Natural Mineral Water, Hebron Hills International School, Safari Valley Eco Resort, Divine Hope Herbal Center, Edo Tra Herbal Powder, Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, Umadar Makahon, and Yedi Jumedi, Bro. Ene Bashiru Eye Amantana, a national communication team member of the NDC Boli Bamboy Eye constituency on Okoha, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Krum, ono ena Eye communication officer. Ewo eye asuyo ene wa Johnny was studio ha list we no nakwisibo consumer Johnny very soon na yetumi ahwa digest issues ni nyina sene tie sene ese fata pepe na nsam de boboba na sesi no ni nyina ye pandai court semono ayana ni interest ni se yedin maybe tutudwa nemum asemo court ne yeka eja yeka ho asema ne ya hweyi kakra sanse ne o aka no bia suru sunsuno muntietirinti media me man ka hwe ne nso yesa you spread them on ususu jagum to me person susu jagu bibia mu biem nti eja whene ba ne de ne papa ti ase satam kwa me papa yo mama na ye president nso hwe da eye isankoma ne nkofo doctor eye tip ni ade omo yeye e de ho nsem kopi mu na na chese omo nim de ne omo hwehwe so ne nyame adom omo hu ye kwa nko mu gya me ne nam ye ba be sanse ma yese Joseph no nyame wo hyira me ama na bro so munte 3 nso bi a won bia nso no nyame e de na si ba bi paye ye move on afi ye nko ye enim mame nua ye Bashiru Amantana national communication team member of the NDC Bonnie Bamboy constituency on a communication officer until His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Krum aba Bashiru mwakwaba
Mugabe Maase
mijiri se bibia bako de
yami adomo bibia bako
wa
we share body na wotimi mo se bibia ko bako
fantastic I like your smoke
me da wase
Wana Kevin to ne de no Kevin Asante chief engineer
inchi na me de bema bole fonyina ene XYZ TV Power FM edin cheke sebema mo na Mugabe ade ba kwa ebia omon kan kire woda ebia wonam no omon kan kire woda and say wonim say we are legend And Obian can't hear that.
Son of Mokika.
Oh, okay. We are legends. Ninta me make us archer on say. Emre 2 year. Papa Bia Semba Krumha. No Bias Rose Rebecca. Won't qua Bia no 8 Mikas annual.
Another candy.
Another candy. But won't qua out me bo Elkas annual man. Say baby no credit. Emma, no baby no credit and say, okay. And asem no e course you say asem so akofom me can me papa any honorable Canadian pon na asem ba yi
oh
who come on if you
say monkeys play by side
it's not
on the level
well we sure not journalist for me brain na muntimi nka ho say
Kennedy was ketwa that what the call that side now kete
yo enti won kwa won kasa won tibi kan
what be too no for say dey afa no
Neshi pa it won't turn down. No crash or tia futu no and a boano so. Inti yakasa we are legend maybe biamati we are legend ankasa. And everybody sabo mabaso because we come kroma bole force muchiao. Savannah region for nyina so muchiao. What me share near cost for bole bamboya time bia we fidi omuti ho.
Ma messe bolimo.
Say TV station
the yam fufu.
The yam fufu. Wako hoda won. Uko yema na oda
oh, na say president fi o ha me.
No. Enti
bole ma ko bole he na me dai. Excellency John Dramani
ma bisa sa
bole na medu bole ami.
Oho na obeda.
Oho na obeda. Ye busuani wo se me defi.
Enti ye di nche kese be ma ho. Na ye be ka se san ye na bra bole because bole sisi a bole ayefe. Nti ese oba na wo se be hu se na bole sitie because ekwai no so no ye papa his essence John Dramani Mahama under the big push no or see obe kura sa kwai na my obe construct sa kwai no ama yi na yetimi anya kwai pa anam so from Techima to wa obe kura ama yetimi anya kwai no anam so akọ Mugabe enema bebre ho a ye say kan
my senior brother Brahma Mahama Uncle Brahma maybe I will be
okay otie won
Uncle Brahma no on Penny Maase say Christmas is just around the corner
yes
no on Penny Maase and we didn't win come on on Penny Maase
and na me person me catch around no hwe when him say Christmas duru bia na utimi say ekrom timi e butu no bia adwano call left right center especially for the past 8 years no utimi say amount for bebre na eba Christmas in yoma no mo ye butu eskroma ye butu ba wo kroma ne because of senior nyoma si konti utimi say nyoma nyina e ko boko obi a ye na dwuma boko e ko so yi inti Christmas no obi anto no bu endi ni boko se na his excellence John Dramani Mahama or the talk kwan mu say dollar no odpia ba form once the dollar is down now that means that obi a betime di bronya no se na yesi odi bronya no Mugabe yo krom ha dollar na ehu say e force the under his excellence John Dramani Mahama in 2016 ebi mu ba ya omudi se omo betrusu eno no mo bono na no dendo etwe ko 14 Ghana cedis na 17 Ghana cedis 14 ko 15 Ghana cedis 17 Ghana cedis kakakra nka mu pie na ko 20 Ghana cedis nyame adom na his excellency John Dramani Mahama obeda ne president yetimi pia dollar ni sisi a dollar aba from sa be do say 11 cedis so say 10 cedis so
me ba be do 10
etimi ba be do 10 kra
5
na eno kra na nke si empia ko no musin da bi entu yebo anka betimi akokra ko 9 cedis ba 8 cedis no but almost
empia single digit it was 6.3
yes
I just say dollar ne dey be push na ba be nya single number
Mugabe ye ka sa pandan ho ensem na esi ho no and now no one of these TV stations na me catch from say we are leaving no stone unturned say Batman kura na BBC wo ho a ye be ko contest elections
so am so kura ye be
so am kura na ye be ko contest elections
so for tafo kura ye
be ye be contest election because once the people vote for a particular person say wo and they vote am wo sa ni pakura no man fa na aba no me da ni MP
the will of the people
that's the will of the people no mu de abana man so on be vote on be represent more parliament it na ekos nyina no ye banda ye be ko ho china ye be ko ho ene ye be ko ho china hwi ensi na so obi ape no so oye be man so na so be ko ye otutresen wo ha and ye dieti ye nine any aso any ye bibia ebe ko so akoto
papa yehu no be
yeah nkoko ntokwa but say wo ba say okuntokwa we use all legal means to make sure say ye be brawas wo ho yes ye be brawas wo ho because we are making sure say obi obeka say ope NDC ninu mu fa sa aba no ma NDC ninu obi ambedane ababia enfa mu obia ye nyina ye pese ye hu se na NDC mamu no ebe koso amamo so no e koso no enye se obi beka say onu oye MPP ni onu because of oye ohini binti ana bibinti there be o we democracy o so mo so mo mpena omo mpeno ume mpia no to nchen na enfa ni bafufro embra ya hu bida MPP for na court we ensem ya na mo so mo de ka say ye ka bia mo se yanko court ye ka bia mo se yanko court ene die na court na ya mo mpese ye court ka asem bia mo mpese ye be ka court wasem intene Mugabe banda no ye ready ye be ko ho wo kura nko ho me mefa wa ko ho ama wo ko hwe wo ko supervise elections e wo ho no enti na e ko so bia wo bia tie agi say wo constituency bibia si wo ho ye be ko contest elections no whether panda or swami or wherever we will go and contest the election. We make sure say ye be Jesus is number his excellent John Dramani Mahama eno na nkofo no pe why na mpa adepa obi apia adepa ena e wo hoyi NDC is resetting the country just like ye did manifesto buy you know. You see we are resetting the country for all of us. Ya ba so ye who reset the bre e cost wo man mu. We call agri sector there's a reformation wo. We call educational sector ye who say new my cost wo. Nkola na omode past papers omode apo ehihye omo mutum ko pass no. There were 20 illegal people who become thieves in this country. And that His Excellent John Dramani Mahama and Honorable Haruna Idrisu. Almost we should train people to become intellectuals in this country. Unkola must solve problems. Amayina. And then Kola Obeka say, Omukofa figures 0, no more 2, now 20 Ghana citizens, no more the security. There be yen training and Kola. Educational sector be because of how you say, in your my air course to get agri sector. Unko get
Honorable Ekopoku.
Honorable Ekopoku. Air course ho. Uko CEO Sunuswa Honorable Malik Jabasintali o tinta manfo e kwa abrochi adwuma na bu ho ma obi anye bia ye kakra every sector no utimi hu say bibi kakra e koso.
Very well, Madam say Minya Bashiru live on TVS YZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. We statement be aba ya chese public service announcement. Ghana Armed Forces and Sister Security Services to conduct a joint show of force exercise. The Ghana Armed Forces in collaboration with the Ghana Police Service, Ghana Prison Service, Ghana National Fire Service, Custom Division of Ghana, Ghana Revenue Authority and Immigration Service will conduct a coordinated show of force exercise on Thursday, 11 December 2025 in Accra. The exercise will commence at exactly 9 a.m. from the Blaster Square through to the major street of the capital and end up at same venue. The show of force exercise form part of the ongoing joint security preparation aimed at enhancing operational readiness, deterring criminals element and assuring the public of the preparedness of Ghana's security services to maintain peace and stability, especially as the festive season approaches. It also aims to strengthen interagency cooperation and ensure a robust national security posture to contract threats and maintain a safe environment for all. The show of force exercise is a routine training which may result in increased security presence and temporary traffic showdowns in Greater Accra and its environs. The public is however encouraged to go about their normal duties. San Evelyn Intiamwa Asamoah, Colonel Director General Public Relations on Krata ɔde aba abɔnten ɛno no na kyɛ sɛ brunye mu no bambo no mbobɛyɛ tare ɛne bosufoɔ ɛne asogyafoɔ migrationfoɔ customfoɔ ɔmo nyinaa firefoɔ yi ɔmo bɛka ɔmo ntoma abɔ ano ahwɛ sɛ de bɛyɛ a brunye mu yi obiara betumi akɔ ne dwuma soɔ akɔyɛ ne ɔkɔ ne kɔniaba deɛ ɔpɛ sɛ oyɛ biara no obetumi ayɛ sɛ ban papa aba His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Gunjani this year, Bolly Bamboy this year, Aban Papa Ba, Jesse Papa, Wadi President, Ama President, IFF, Wayama, one will say yes, and then you say a quarter about baby, MPP, stronghold cry no Yamashi, Sansa Memono FM. Birthday wishes and command and penifua, Omudidi Sui, Honorable Roxanne Nelson. Ched Kwame Dafiamepo majority chief whip was I embrace bidwani and any birthday bro who watch it na me say bibia boko yema happy birthday minim the open don't worry who meet at that corner Ms. Abraham Mahama what's the basem me say minim the open Honorable Roxanne Nelson Eche Kwame Dafiamepo we mrashe bidwani na we majority chiefship misi minim de ope yehia okona ho a ebedi enkomo ho sanso ena ene eye Mr. Richard Dogbe dodo na afre no alaji ATM ATM de di scan bia na happy birthday enkomo Richard Dogbe ya dodo na afre wo alaji eye MT eye ATM card no de se de di scan bia na chese wunye ni paketua Henry Akra Kofida Akon ono so yes nsentwini ewo ye fiduam ha ene ewoko eye vice president de maame prof na Jeno Poko Agima na office a wono ena a report to fi wo Edema SYZ broadcasting be nwumire no sia kase ebo ewia ne anopa ene obon homode papa Akra Kofida Akon ene eye wawoda ye ma happy eye birthday na akwa edini birthday wodwuma mu enye ono nko na wo SYZ broadcasting odini birthday yenu ba efia owusu cook oba hima ho first on oba tuntum SYZ hade obitimi baby sami se Mugabe ya mo he wo man sa no mafa wo man na witimi se o ma ben so o muti no abobew ya se obi oye adwuma ha bia ma no mu pio mu TV so ho say yes TV no so ayefefe efia wusu cook na cook ide mini be bi free SYZ broadcasting na wawoda efia nti energy 2 na Dennis Kwabna Banuma Kwabna Dennis na also o birthday ti Dennis and so G2 na say munin say 21st this month so CEO Benianti birthday day monyanto na capacity CEO me ha se enye ntem na mewia amfi na eno so de wo ho eno no ye ba sra kese emfama ye na boafo eta eche edi dwumedie edi ebrewo ne ensem bibre ho krata efi the presidency office of the president na so from Jubilee House ya enua honorable Felix Kwachu fosu ne nsa ehya ase krata kese pa efi the presidency aba ene ewie echire se santimeru autu fosu to otekoko so nyame eye adomne etenkwama busumi wo mebunya busumi ne de tosu edunsia eda no ye benada wode report ni nyina efa mediation ahodo e course so conflict between mamprusifu enim kusasifu de wo mu bia santimawura e de beba betu kurure nyina Ghana nyina ye papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama opanyia o mampanyia o pasumdwe o mampanyia o mpe basabasa o mampanyia o ahobrase en hojo John Dramani Mahama na eja wahwe said the baby ye betu ye na ntokwa o mako nipa bebre apemfo ne nkwadan ketua fa mahwe mo nkwa no ne nyina so ebetumi aba ewieye misa atachi baby a wo bi ancha kese enkoma so wo enjoy show ne papa monko so na mo enjoy show no sane etie pepepe ni mo ma me fa seda emfa ma Mugabe Maase clinic and eba center mada wo maka ho ta chiribi ene edi dwumedie ye de ebre wo Mugabe Maase sebra na so ye wo de liquid capsules edi aba na wunya na ɛyɛ lift kit capsules bi na wonnom a ɛboa ma nipadua ne gyina ne nan so brane ɛboa ma ɛyɛ digestion so no itimi take place kama ɛma nipadua no wɔn say yes wonya ɛyɛ 100% natural herbal supplement ya itumi ɛboa nipadua ne yɛ papaapa ne ba ɛyɛ liver ɛyɛ wo brɛboɔ no so no itumi ɛboa ɛma liver no so ɛfanhye yie kama ɛma ɛyɛ yareɛ bi wɔ nipadua no biara no ɛne ɛyi ne nyinaa ɛfi hɔ ɛmaanom ɛmɛɛma nom wode wani kyerɛ pharmacy shop ɛba so bi a ɛwɔ Ghana ha wobɛnya bi atɔ wobɛtumi so ne ɛyɛ Dr. Mugabe Maase atwetwe nkɔmmɔ on 0244 068447 0244 068447 ofra Dr. Obejo so Divine Hope Herbal Center semen kan kyerɛ sɛ ɔmode wɔtwea herbal powder ɛna ɛde aba edwasoɔ na wɔtwea herbal powder yi obi a usisi ɛyɛ wo ya adwonkoso apɔso wonya bi na sɛ wonoma ɛboa yie papaapa waist pain ɛmaa ne mbɛɛma nyinaa munum bi piles no ɛyɛ koko no sɛ fifi wɔ sɛ siw baabi kɔpɛ ɛyɛ wɔtwea herbal powder bi nanom ɛbɛtumi aboa wonya obi a wayɛ mmerɛ ɛwɔ mpem sexual weakness da bi ɛni sɛ sexual weakness yɛde fa wɔn fikyiri yɛka sexual weakness wɔsi yɛyi wo gyina nkyɛn ɛdi bi wɔ capacity atanko no ga ne sɛ yɛde sexual weakness bɛn wɔ wate aseɛ sexual weakness idabi Kevin Numadui aboa no Emmanuel Kisi aboa no Emmanuel Nati aboa no wobɛhwɛ mbɛmɛ wɔ adwuma mu ha sɛ da bia omubose sɛ security nyinaa ɛyɛ wɔtwea herbal powder ɛdi wo masɛma ma wɔ mo Rafo say edina samama no papa na empenifo bi a saa eye wotwa herbal powder no edi omu asamama omu no se meka wonu se edi okay mamenya edi no na kope binom no libido atenka no wo fom wonya otwa herbal powder osa na etete wo hia bi menstrual disorder ma no mu hia bi pharmacy shop herbal shop ubenya bi ato wote baako na wode agu ɛyɛ wo cap no sɛ deɛ ogya wo yɛ tea no nsuo dedɛ ne nkonko a wo koforiduafo ne kyerɛ Gapsen pharmacy wo ɛyɛ sunwane a cap ba wobɛnya bi hɔ asama fonfo mo ne kyerɛ House of Drugs Cape Coast ɛyɛ boakye ansa san so ɛna tamafonfo mo ne kyerɛ nana boakye heba PK Gumbila ɛwɔ Tamale fɛ wɔtwea heba powder fo yi ɛwɔ 0550 639037 0550 639037 ɛwonya ɔtwea heba powder ni bia ebedi wasem ede amount Safari Valley Eco Resort brenyan ene ebronyo ene o se atadwe yate dene ehwo ne nyina yede ani ekire na yakode yekochile anachese yeko yene yemba ne yere mo na chese wildlife experience ene edwumani bia wokwa na eja wode wo yere na omedi wachi na eja wildlife experience jata sebo ene ostrich ni eye antelope ni zebra omoko no omo eba onkwada ne hu omani beje foni efomo epi kakra no mahyefi ache bunya ebe opportunity ede man fankwada ne pi na omo nso no entiminya experience ni bi wudu aso yo wa enuane esevo de esewani esese ka kire wo local and continental disease ni esevo bi ho na environment wo de serene ya wudu ha bon say yes atadwe wo semate den na ese akodwan kra bi pie mu ewon kran eho no wode ne ho kafo krantema ekopie mu ho ne chile wone krantema chile na chese enye asem ketua ene eye enwumre se wo si swimming pool na opa tongo no atom udware wie na waja wakogem ni nyina wo mpewe na apedie empa no so akama obo adwuma wonte twen bia ho eno ase obefre waye bookings bibia no reservation katum mami 059 691 4994 059 691 4394 059 691 4394 Safari for Bejo so omu hotel in the Eastern region okre constituency es natural mineral water ensu ni yedea es for yensu ni atadwe wase mate dene brunya ebei wose yi enwa na edi brunya eja ensu unye besi ofia nkwada no mu free school ba o manage hu yie supermarket awudo owuram ubenya biato usu ha oba SYZ broadcast ha yenua eye Robert obehuna 37 Abebese Street, the heart of Accra, Osu, ensu bibiri ewo ha ubura obushi shop onso a uwuremu ene ho nso ubenya bi ewo ewusu heya saa na mekom so bia obiwuremu ewo Ghana ha ubenya eye natural mineral water ni bi ato ebia wo bia wo no unye nsu ni dusupu opese track kese emfamro region bia wo bia wo de fa ahoma tufu a mede betu dwai na frɛ ofra Clifford ene ni team no omo edin su ni bia wo pini bia omo de bebrɛ for 0596273547 0596273547 ofra natural mineral water omo ebeje wo so. Hebron Hills International School was say excel and shine. Na eno an American for ede amount say ye were media of the Nsawam Road. Ho ena so wode obano enichire na okonya entity yepa said ye be ya bibia betimi akoyie ede amano na ne da chenso no etumi esini yie nti ope bebi a oma no wo montete no mofa no omo mofra brim no the foundation no eno ne ya ne hie yie papa say wode obano obeku school a eja Ghana fu nyina begia to obano oye capacity enenam hoi eno asa wode ne beche Hebron Hills International School ene mofre ye for mobosome nan edu mafantetie mu akọ Montessori ntetie mu school na ofre Britain ayeden aba se eye lower en upper primary ni nyina no eja luso na kwisipoku wasi wo school ho a na wo esan na kono obesan wo bebre wanwe ya wodu Hebron Hills International School na ho nkwada no brofo mo kana wa na so joma ma ba die wasi ewu bim Excellency John Dramani mama ba ne koyi asumdua aba ma hoto aba ti se wu bim ma wo ni problem omani ye inflation da form niema boayefo eda na apesi si a cement boayefo iron rods boayefo na do boayefo banding wires boayefo mpiwi na apede ye Excellency John Dramani mama sakwa man Ghana ka wahaye na ya na wo ka se new term ne de ene de ni sijai ko papa enya wo na wo pe ye nia ne Ghana fo bedu bebe ka se da bi wo ko fi a ye fe wa ye be fa wo ba ye no ye san ma wo se san ko fi e bia pese wo to aso wo de twa wanwe na wo wani we fitness ya no wo start say commission Ghana for abeka chese papa nsem na odi ka kan ye no wa na kan ye no so wo boaye ma nkotene fi ahode wo mu muja na ewu mu no wo odin ana wo mu adwuma nso ofe nti san ko bia misi constitution nipa na twere enye Bible ana enye Quran constitution ye sane yi enye Quran ana enye Bible nti yesi sane ye den yi nti Ghana for na omde wo ba ye no mu ase wo pese san sum mu bi ma mempopu ti kosoa na ye den na sum oman no ede me woka eno no engines na futu a omde aba ene awie eno no nti move on afi yemfa aseda kese ema omo ehwe ye forestry commission opanya oda no eye Dr. Brown papa no obo adwuma yi papa wo forestry aso ye ho na eja sector minister onimonyamfo Kofi Amaboa papa yi eziama elembele MP metenusua na masori obo adwuma yi papa onimonyamfo John Jinapo nyame asundwe enkan mukoso emo adwuma honorable Ken Eji uko water resources western housing papa ebo adwuma papa nyame asundwe enkan mukoso na mo lifted the flag of Ghana high mo make Ghanaians proud say mu duty ni say no be serve the good people of this country na mukoso ensom sa say the be bibia betumi akonkan minua oye ohime tewia ewo Insure FM Love FM multimedia Kumasi ubo adwuma ye papa eba se galamse ho one Erastus Asare Donko omoko omutiri bom no bo adwuma eni tu no ohene ba wodoji na etu bi kano na nyina mu tu abena na ebuni team na so ohene tawia ompa abada biara da na nsen oji award ya chese ewo menshia himfie Ghana Journalists Association omoma awards no ebi ekano. So congratulations to you my good brother. Sanso ena safu mensa yemia safu woso wo forestry PR department woni adwuma for mo nyina no chia kese enko emamo na mo boss unimonyamfo Dr. Brown esesie ne kageni asida honorable Timothy Atabuadi awuntirim former MP for Sandema Busa North in the Upper East region. Also Deputy CEO any penifo amu nyina no nyame asomdwe enkama monko so emo adwuma. Victory Garlic Mix aseme nkanche Dr. Amuakon say wo de enuro ni bi abedwa so ko pharmacy shop eba shop bi ebe wo buwem na obenya Victory Garlic Mix ani bi wo to a ejabona no pa enwumre we obi a yo pemfo amennom o ma abofra no fusunsu a mesrew stay away men konum bi ana wape problem bi e de ama ho abofra waja wunyini enuru mfi e wose onum so wenya mfi du nwotwe kwa anum bi wo do edu nwotwe eba foma men ha wo ho ye ho efrim Victory eboa ema blood circulation meja etimidi ni peduanum efusani ye papa boost immune system no medipeduanum ejira ne naso brand obi onante kakra bia no wote so no wabre wase ananse achemensa ananse achemenan mesrew wunya se obenya Victory eye garlic mesani bi na wanom pharmacy shop eba shop bi obi rembia no nationwide obenya bi ato fe Dr. Amuakon 0242545633 0242545633 ofra ye beje oso Power specialist about hospital mami eduya na FA osi tutu miriku nebra na so ye ho hepatitis A B C D ana yi bi na tete wo fatty liver sciatica prostate na ha o minia emema no monko hwem se monto hwe no bibia emetu ma da bia wo sori anopa no asoma hwe se bibi fufuru bia ba be hye ho a na wotutu mirika wanya mfie aduanan ekone de na otumu se ubetumi atesi sa akwa no ne check up de wunye ye papa na ho ni tam so a wutumi so ano entem broken bones no mpeni ba bi na atechema waposo adwonko so ne hawo power specialist heba hospital ma me adu ya sebra osa ne hawo kompo asiwo minim akwa entumi nko fibroid mini aba ama won ho ayedin tutumire kai wo asante mantem a fani kire feyi aselig bosomtwe continency aputu ja kwan so ye ni jezbo filling station edin hwe ni mu wo nkra ha kwabenya pokwase CCP kwantempo no so saso na takrade wodi woni kire Anaji Estate ye ben Anaji MA Primary School no eno ansa woni ma me adu ya betwetwe nkomo on 0244 544422 0244544422 ofreye mami a obeje osu na eja otumi aboa sedebe a osu obetumi enyawo ayaresa mami dinni na jese ye mami Vice President of the Republic ye mami Prof Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman nyane tiesa o hwehwe yi ene bebi a wo bia no God ho sad news. This is sad. This life. No. Listen. My bottle.
Well, if you are saying no shame,
you go come and say, on my for some support. Anaji Sania, you go come and say, I want to be more parable. I want to sorry now. Anyway, you cry no young one, they cry not to me. Ekasa.
Na no ebom pimpim.
Anaji Sania, you had 10 years until we are yati. Aba.
10 years kakra na.
Mene ne kasa ye di nkomo Maria we see aye mami ayi we se muga ho de ni ho nka meba na nka me ne woko na se na nipa wu Alaji Sani
ko oko hwini ewiase ni hwini
nti se ye behwe mako
keke tina da bia me tanu ado asem no boa wu nua keke asa
ti bebrebe nyina e fa nko baabi a
sabi NBC wo bibi papa bi se de be ma Alaji Sani a eko ese woko
sapon ko
bibi a ko
bibi o me ko
ntino
o mani ko
hwini se wa kra se me kwa aba the last time I bet you nka no
ye ko kumasi nye October November ye
Alaji Saniko.
Yeah, woman be a.
What is South Africa? Prepare no MPP. Prepare no tea do mo. No protocol former no South African. I see what. We say no. Supermarket bi wo. Do more. Prepare the second street wo.
Yeah.
Kotoko we ne match ani akọ win biscuit ne sa me no abo prince satana me here juma we invisible FM na we see FM ne o yo aye kotoko training ground so e wo rage ho enche wa aye Mickley hotel sa busu ya ho de twa ono abo prince I say edin kunimu so we board member e wo kwa sa ndi kono o chairman e ba ko shawa na ja yakojina na yakojina na ibia yafaso ami ibiri ka fa bante manza asata muwe mutumi munyina
Mugabe nyame fa crancy ye
voice kase pa na ndisi ya lusi na Asante regional so mo kasa na bia yedi ana mo se obi a wo ye close to tumfo Asante man mu nsam ne ade okasa
he is a very prominent voice
ye lusu panyi pa o.
It's NDC, Ashanti region. Omo amekai omo those days.
Ohina Jikum.
Over the
Penny Frank Mensa on for your being per Council of State member.
Yes, but they say omo.
Anakoshi and so
Batlanom Tony Nyame.
Tony Nyame Dino former DC. He didn't want bonus.
24 power Sebi. Na region no. Mosapon. Omo JNDC Jinemua Edu baby. O chese NDC ye we hin kura omba mana ye wakono
alaji
say no pa be almost chese sad but I mean yakupon na sebi onim de ye no
mo the videos ni be mame why madam
it's a very sad
mo the videos ni be mame
it's a very very sad situation
mo be mame the videos ni dey no say me papa
he is one of a kind what can I dream or blank
we say what meet na Asante region now we yes
he is one of the
politics here
no he is one of the persons that I have learned a lot from those times no kasana say onya osisipi
na we say silipi no ye kwa Asante region wono ye be kwa Asante region na we say Mugabe na momba na me fra wo boss o pese me fra president Joma Makwa me vie nyam Kumase mo se o ba no mo fa seka ya wo so fatu na se o mo fa seka na wo so be fa ba o mo de seka na betwa nti wo no o fa seka ya wo fatu a o de ne de ne betu na Maka peace ana papa bo se gidi MPP 40 me store me studio na papa ni aye ayi de obo ni din da bi nyana na batla MPP ni
ayi na AIC
AIC Boatin wutimi se we aso we na alaji sani nifie na so bo awo to twade na ento ose Mugabe o dede no mo ye ose mo matena se ade se efa mo matena se mimiti o obeka so no oduru ho to ka wa ba be gina ho
ogina ho to na tare kama
na pa de to
me pa boy te yira
na da bia no pa bi obubu ni mo yere
hwe
wo yi na bodwe se wo se hwe
bibia kama
Alaji ame for currency. Ne ya zane Tuesday.
Mugabe na
ya wada dia nko mo be sie ni
fiada okay.
Afi we dia
ya tia sempa.
La ilala.
Mugabe ya
Rasulullah.
Nko mo foka bibi
la. Muhammadu Rasulullah. La ilala. Muhammadu Rasulullah. Siru la ilala. Muhammadu Rasulullah itakula komishani Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam yamefa ne currency
amen Mugabe na nkan fa ka bibia mo say
ala ya kawo
nipa o se wo dono no sa nipa na nyame so pe nti wo waje say nipa wo dono no sa nipa na wo dono no ena nyame so pe nti that's what Muslims they use to console ho that's why mama a friend said Pusiga MP Hajia Ladi or Kabi we were parliament some time ago now man for share and tears here but because of the yes it's Islamic religious background of freedom
Laji sane bako
Yes, ni baba panchana wo.
Bimode ba wabonu. Eyo bi anyara kwa. Alaji sane.
Yadam fo pa beko ajaye na ya ye ni deni.
Alaji sane bako.
Alaji sane beko ajaye na ya ye.
Ye, wana tine teaser tine wo kro from post office na chi o.
Me se aka ne kapre ono obeche. Aka ne sempua ono obeche. Islamic e bi kwa da obotomu. O se alaji udi e kakra wo se ye de bi ba e mi na wo se me hwe o. Ade on pomsika for by force. Now wo se wo gene de. Make en so bi America kakra bi na se o man botom. E ka wo fa de kakra kan wo se da bi. O so be
Haja Adiza. Haja Adiza.
Go from nami. Obeba no achechire ni do sopu.
No say mo in this entire day she.
Yeah, radi nyame.
Nyame enkam. Ema me Adiza nso ye chewe.
Your papa nche. Ti na me na so ndi obedi bone sa akokum do obewu.
Kufu ade. Wona na.
Amena na wora so ti ase.
What's up there?
119 years. Osi ni papa nche what taste as no so nti won wadi bone sa
Into uda.
Omu ye 119 wora so ti ase.
Listen.
Well, mami nyina arehu semi so na memfa nchia emotion emma etiefo na me ma mampani ora John Mahama aha ne adwo na me ma na pamfo a wo bone chidom ora Julius Debra ora Callistus nom standogbe obi o wa bank CMB a mo bo ora John Mahama chidom bia ma ne memma atentina wa e ma me Professor Jane na no poko agema ne penifo ewo abankese mu nya me chiache obi bia mammo aha mammo adwo na me chia tiefo nso ne ahwefo nso DC for CEOs ministers ene nyame aye modoma manya privilege so moman sabi odi akoma pani odo so moman yakopon enom no moamo na onhirehira mu bia mu obia well
used to me sure no me this year accident kakao. Yeah.
Sorry.
When I'm quite so Tamalina when ya accident.
And news about.
News about.
CCA.
Yeah. About some away go. No, the just some and yes. Well, the car has been fatally damaged near too much, but Nyamiadum Matisse. Yeah, Matisse.
God is mighty.
Was survived accident no.
Who is he?
Honorable Mahmoud. Honorable Mahmoud. Yeah.
Honorable Mahmoud.
Yes, on the ADC ma Bole district.
So sorry for
the when your accident.
Wish him speedy recovery. Very well.
But he's responding to treatment.
Fantastic. That's
good. But you say Christians bedroom here, yeah, Nyoma Kakra.
They take some minutes. I'm the advice drivers, no. They say unumbia maintenance time. Men num kra, men num body no alcohol free system. Number body no neno. Yi tramo any red giant. Oh, ntia futu kakra na wanyi na che. This way young quiet for me to see. Some the dorsal.
And some the Dikai.
Pandai and
Bandai na me Pandai. Yes. Say Nansiana Mikrami who say Pandai kuna Dambai.
Oh yeah. Dambai no Uti region. And Pandai no region.
Because Salagano. Because far Eastern Corridor Road.
Okay.
Tibidu I will say me chatu. Timidru Dambai.
Yeah.
I will me say,
oh, Bakwasa.
Oh, here, I'm saying, we Bandai. And I'll say, there be Unibandai. It's be one of me who Simon, I'm saying, oh, down by,
yes. On a ferry, no one.
Yes. See, Nippon catch them say, oh, Dr. Nelson, on information. I mean, Eastern Corridor Road, no man fast so that. But it's, I'm saying, after His Excellency John Mahama Bayano. and ayama kwan is smooth. And the journey was very smooth.
Short too.
Very short.
Yes. The only obstacle is the ferry. Who cause now onya ferry na? No onya in term dia.
But you know, omo buy them so.
So hono mo do buy.
And then nam so ho. Mo say sa area no omo ko nsuo so.
Say nan say na ayese galamse nyoma na omo president Akufo-Addo no mo di fra nyoma na ase nsuo na say. Anka first no. Ko honna man na egwo hono. As you see insurance saying
bad.
Bad
voter
of course.
Uti any greater no galamsey activities me say hono and they say other regions.
Yes, but once insurance sonny because omo ye insurance ho adwuma ntin.
Definitely kakra.
That no ntema.
Listen, tell us admission over to you.
We na mencha Bandai constituency for you na
beje seat no.
Penifo action muye edese akasa bebu nyina ne se ade ya wiase ni se nipa chinchin musa ato achi na wa kire wo se de wo penenye no no de bema na emum de ono pe e no de bema ye nyina ye koto aba December 7 be na ne nansa ye koto aba no ye nyina ye hu se abato no ekọ se ne ye pe no fakese na esanse MPP fo hu se ade ne kochew no e no mo start se omo ede omo entanchia omo de echinchim NDC nsa 2020 no se baby ti wo se ballot box ane yakofa na de akosi baabi na enema ahodo a ensem fata na ekoso na yekoto aba no bekaye a owura mahama ede tudwa se opese aba no eye Frenchem na devoid of any violence because on pese a drop of blood in po ebeso form to get him the presidency. Tiema NDC for yinyina be kaya obi a hye ne ho so impo yemu bi kura yene owura mahama anya adwen se wo ba be preach peace no ye ka kire mo se so mo di sia ye betu a kire na pani afutu abam se yemfa botre na ye de abotre gwa entete a ebehu ne nso no nyina mu no NDC for were very calm omo anye bibia ye violent omo ye very tolerable and tolerant into ye share the demeanor of NDC wabatu onimu na wo hwe obi a wono wo lusu especially in the parliamentary seats bebrebe wo hu se baby ade ekoyi e che se ya hwe ya enya nye de ne ho bagim ntina ekwan bi aso na wo se omude enieden bone efa so chinchin nkofo nsa na se bi nyankopon so na wonai na oye na adwen se obejojo akoma na wama NDC for afa kwantene ne so sanse yesi de odi akire sua de odi kan nante John Mahama one Akufo-Addo anya adwen no wankotwe aba okọ court no na se bi inti amwa ni amwa no na eni yebo aye de obeye se yesi me kan na mama bu afunti me nka bi na eja o kire ye president a yeni ma ba wonyaye ti we me come last one me nka bi mama we de wanimu a esa hwa ma mfufu ni bi enti de ko ba ye no na che se de odi akire be sua de odi kan nante na the member of parliament presidential candidate no PC no of NDC ni ye na adwen say there be media asem be kwa nine court na court edi nani aye ne mpani ni no ahwa abato ni na enne tie akoya to fro ya oye MPP for organizer ye friend say yi akoya wadidi ya to fro ya adwen said anya adwuma
omo organizer
na refinidi omo organizer Nana B ana o kekan esemhunu na oyusu words be cynical judgment near cynical na one am say yeah opa ko fa ewiase adjectives nyina fa be press conference press conferences do not change court verdicts. Not at all. I thought you said you knew the law. Challenge the verdict in court. Simplicity. When you want na opa you should be adjectives nyina fa di judgment na tem judgment no onye nipa I wanted you to go direct to the judge. Because me feel say judge no say be why nye the etene esefata. Why not? Say it as it is. Judgment in there. If you think say it doesn't even make sense and you say it, it does not change the verdict. I thought you said we should all go to court when we have
issues,
fights or whatever. Yeah. You said when we have issues, we should go to court. So why come out and make noise, nuances of life?
When the court is still there.
Meanwhile, you're too court to be on. So you see, this brings us to another discussion of why the MPP will forever have told us to go to court, knowing that they had put their
cronies and fools.
Not even cronies like Mami Yano who na CJ
Chokuno. Yeah.
Omode Obia Wanona Sebi Omia Omukro Emma Joa atwetwe omo no ekọ. Enti woni nya asem go to court.
Go to court.
And woni nya asem ba kum na go to court. No, we say MPP lawyer bi eni woni mra. MPP lawyer bi eni judge. Ya obekọ akom dia dem die aponche te say de ajetna sam nom emponche enyan preko wele kwe bayre no maji no mo de ye judgment. MPP lawyer bi eni woni mra. Enam say omunim judge nti na judge na omunim ni honti no. Se omu court kra na omyem hyehyɛ omo. Enya say asenka so onim mra e wo wiase mu a verdict here ye de betu hoi ehome. It is without blemish. What say impo se meka se na eji afiri wo nsem de ama wo ya ebeye ye menye monko agro ne form na mo san koto ne foforo osmeti kwa apai ade a wo na aso awe ni na kamia they can say me go to the phone. Come anybody say because me nim say mato aba ma we ni. Also we ni with about 3,000 something votes. E to the NDC nyere ho. What dey wagia say ya no betimi age. Mind you, wo ban mu no so krampo no. Wo na wo campaign message no kra ya na entimi enya ho.
Ensum ye hu bi wa team off.
Anya bia no. Wo kwase no akwa we poto. Poto na wo ban mu. Enti say Oya akwatia de ye koso na nsan na se ye de toto ho a onu atimi se le dware so ye ho bon eti bon ya bon na ye kwa akwawie eti ye na ene chese ye san ye hu dede and ye meye na ohun me no I just decided to listen to a fool this afternoon because sometimes you are able to understand the fool and know why the fool is playing about.
He knows what he's thinking.
Entino, Mutiye is for the first time, and I had to listen to a fool. And I realized that the fool is not just a fool. But the feeling I am and what you mean. Enti, ni Jimmy, you know, and in ya. Sankana be ni Nansa plan ko don so Jimmy. Se ko yo bia oni nyansa pa e kan semwe ne wo kan ko ben so wagimi pa because abana ye kwa akoto no eye bandai no enya fe e na wabeka kire Ghana for say wunya sei e ya fe ni ye kwa akoto eti for ho odin na de press conference ni nyina sabi se nka ni nyansa ka ben so wagimi no fa ni nyina ko ho le fa ko campaign
onyimi ba onim nyansa nti
dabi se wonim nyansa uhu se wagimi se wagimi na wonim nyansa
wonim nyansa dia
wonim nyansa na wagimi ya boss wagimi.
Okay, so the difference between the two,
there is a difference.
Very well.
So what you as no nyansa
another impression
when you say wonim nyansa pa ko boss wagimi pa
on the pa ka ho
pa because ono no nipa na woti na nim na wodi ni kwa ya ayampia no ono sabi
Minority.
The government so ni ho bon.
Minority people.
Wajimi pa. Enye pa so. Wajimi tena na bi. Na u bayan pi na wajimi say ya. Una wajimi tena na bi. Una ba omi akotutu do mama ho. Na u fare. Woni nyansa ko bon so wajimi pa. Na ni pa na ode ne kotutu. Ati say de wa fa akwatia na de kotu ni patenten ko ho. Odogo. Odi akwatia na ekotu odogo kon What do you pa? Dogomoro. Etino. You think me church and say, Pandani and Yako.
Say, Dabeni Yakono.
May my imagine say, maybe Tiaminatica creabi. On your summa, me Tiaminatic 12. Okay. Now, me buy me bag see one of my family. Say,
what dear Blaja Hinnan?
We say, if we are sino, Nippon Minions as I don't know.
Mimonitiana.
Then
Blaja Hinnan, Mimoniti.
Yeah, walk
was it no rerun?
Debbie, me come on here. Now, say, me who videos on your friend is saying.
One only the end of oh, Blaja. Oh, what are two bonities? Production to my I ready.
Blaja,
Mamma found Wasabi.
Sadi and Mamma,
T.
Obi the same name, may both
Mr. 30 seconds, more was money.
We are concerned about the potential consequences of a rerun. Should it be upheld? If violence and vandalism at the collation center and the destruction of electoral materials by aggrieved individuals can lead to a rerun, undoubtedly we have a very good reason to say that it will definitely set a dangerous precedent for future elections in Pandai. Peace, respectfully, are calling on the president and all stakeholders to ensure that the will of the people of Pandai constituency is duly respected regarding the 2024 parliamentary elections. And so we say, no rerun in our constituency.
Not me Dino. We found me same mintie. Say me say oh yes, we him say or he be so what Nimdia said you a tad Ninyan for him. Now said oh hini, I was say would that dream deep as an be one. And yes, said Quaquia Pedia Suma now the said the Bema do say no do now the Nana in Pajato. It doesn't make any sense. Oh no, we are in a rule of law country. When you have anything to do with the law,
make is no real run.
Maybe Bible can't say.
But checking the background.
Bible can't say be. Near the tuto and you may be one.
Obey me.
I see India. Me mind intina omusi apini tie. India me mind intina omusi apini. We only India. Ohine no lack of knowledge intina mane kasasa.
And people perish.
And so he has perished in public. But good when you must say. I was saying Kerebushi of running to ma. We go akunyani film. Because only be anyone more bet me aka say we be ma fa ne ho adi.
Nyane ho film obedwem.
We be gu ne ho animu ase. Et say the preko bra techem.
Ohene no.
Yes, you want et say the preko bra techem. Because there is nothing, not even the voice of the president is superior to the law.
Yes. It's not above the law.
The president is not above the law. So when you appeal to the president to not run what is legally right to be run, it means that we're square pegging around who. He's not fit and proper to be the chief of that community. And I'm sure, say, I'm not fortunate who that maybe I'm not a ma bedroom to one be in Huama. What's that fata?
What in Huaba?
What in Huaba? To Preco, any sabi nipa ngura techem.
Okay.
And until I was say a man who say, me I say me can say member. Me can say member because we be the same name. And I'm say me boy we no say look at the chief. It me share say me boy am can say no I don't listen to such things.
Listen ba me so na me comment kakra me pesi etie Alhaji Sane ene ya papa yeah no yes South African high commissioner Isibuate yentie Kumase kakra Alhaji ebefew.
So Alhaji Cabinet that side and the bucket of Jamie moment. Hey, Jano. We are not free police near Betcham. Gone. That is your trademark. That's your trademark, man. And now pay you are a hopeless man. You see, some member free police near Betcham. You are a hopeless man. What are you talking about? Your exposure is useless. You are a hopeless man. For you to say some member free police near Betcham. And now me question. Onyamemfa obonecheo. Over na send there, Mr. Oh no, Alaji, second time. Second time. That will not. I'm sorry. No. Hey, Debbie, offer that no. Debbie, I'm sorry. I mean, this is so serious. I know. Offer, I'm sorry. Offer, Mr. Yes. No, offer. Hey, no. Hey, police. Offer. Call the police. No. Offer. Mr. Ramo. Maybe throw police for what? I can defend myself, not the policeman who defend me. I can defend myself before the policeman. Asanso. Debbie. Asanso. I'm sorry. Mami Kobri. Yeah, Alaji Sani, I cool. Uti yes, we nyano smoothness level. I can come when we see what I want to go. Okay, Ebodian. What time you are? Oh, this here. Thank you, Uncle Bo, or now send me who baby. Much eye. Oh, Mexiano, at least always do baby. That night, let me call Andy. We could do a year to airport to have we say Uncle Boko and Ebe. And Mugabe now, Yabo many pie where Yam or Colandi and say, okay, the law is the law, Casaya, American. So, okay, it is finished. For no Mukayan. The law is the law. The law is still the law. It is finished. In Tebeya, Omumbo Muhonomukoto Abano. Nay, you say, when I do Abana now, when I lose Abano. Now, could you never be busy and no soon peers now would you join in the America? We campaign. Nay, campaign. Exactly. Mobile window sumunti. Montumobo because Bura and now into the law is the law. Very well. We are following the law. Yeah, making sure say no my say kosi na kosi intimate check SMMA XYZ TTF na me am chrome for his SLH John Dramani Mahama any minister chin na me in check SMMA me am near paying list over. I think this is the second time me share one of that station Accra FM at that time and this is the second time. I admire both of you so much Ejuma Magana for especially the role you played in making sure say you winning 2024 elections way. Sa appreciation yeah you human be say this appreciation because nya muntia anka ebia ene yeti hei obrana na that's who come who kasa yo woni so ko ejire amafo sitie woni it was for God and country inti ye de nasie ne empanyifo na ye de nasie no so mamo so eduma motimi aboa ama yetimi awene Bashiru eye Amantana National Communication Team member of the NDC Bole Bamboy Communication Officer Liso yo medimanu sidia na sabi krobia yefia sante kotoko ebo dia mamuso piao
say nyame aduma on the 16th
yo
na eye Felix Ofosu kwache aban kasama for the abetudwa say nyame aduma ode nanu disem ba abetudwa fa yenyina ye man boko so bi obi a onko boko da no na onni me ho asem if you have done business in this country now onko boko da onye businessman papa because e ho de business ne so e wona kesie mu sabi ense wo Ghana ha ne fa kesie na no e ho a na ye fa
na kasasa
intino sabi yesi tiani tian kan kire sabontin so for me
yo pio
hwene ma akoso fi bra na abandada ne wo be pim na utimu se nioma sabi o ya hwere ne doso wa ya hwere ne doso intino se wo hine tunu na esi so na se sabi watimi akon ba be duru ba bia duru ya not na no disemu betudwa nyina ye wa atwen mu ye gie di se ebeye asemu a ebeye asem ebeto akoma so na de sabio ensem fata nyina no ya boaboa no akohye no na ye de yi atu yi se kan se wi a na krobia ba bie na no bedwa bo bedwam dia ye be gie di so se o mampani ene na pamfo nyina so ebehu bebia ye betimi ede puma ebesi nti ye boni din na ya sanemrane a ohene ebodi ema muso emu na brana for no December 2 ye wa twen 16th Benada.
Thank you. Lisu ana na kusi poku de ofra hemfie kanjenka aseda enka
so
bibia nkosi
mechia kantenkrechi so pa
waya
kantenkrechi
and what
otu for chiame
okay
mechia
ti nana na matena kwenya sante mewra
obuma na bebia yi
mencha me hene nana de se wantwe no ampem tepa ma hene
ohene
e pijaw
chakesi tepa bani asifo
ya no
nana no masifo nana no masifo ubo mudi na mo mpeja mo wa na e asem de bremo
umenya za ye wade sia ne
obi na se bia nko be bi
nana tuanya ntino obezo wade no hototo ye
kama
what you say
it's a beautiful culture very beautiful Ghana, the way we are diverse and you see we are still united even in our diversity. That's what brings us united as a people.
For
Ghana, diverse people.
Nada Bashiru ase na mada listo wana na kwisibo so ase oba na ne dom ye ne yetim kwama ochina same time 3 pm ebesan ehia anwumenu nsia kase ebo papa o mahasia asone so kama ena ye mia makonta kojo ankra gosu ni dishie en hokafo oba hema ho fesro no krantema papa bi krantema papa bi krantema papa bi ene eye mampom ede ebrewo na eja producer ba ko pe kilentia febia ono sisi echi se tama so that production team nyina ya dama se oba de no do me be se o chere ma munyina mo enitie